Why, hello, you lovely little peppercorns. My name's Noa Lee, and welcome to another retro game hopping afternoon of funness and philosophizing and me drinking decaffeinated cold brew coffee. How y'all doing this week? Happy Easter. I keep forgetting it's Easter. For those of you who care. I don't particularly care, but happy Easter nonetheless. For all those bunnies and the chocolate-eating peeps out there. I'm gonna switch on over to game mode here, and we're gonna find something to play while the people show up into chat. Hey, hello, Romello. Hey, Romello, I got a surprise for you, buddy, and we're gonna start with that. I got your M&M Shell Shock game. We're gonna start with that, my dude. How you doing this week, bud? If I can find the PS1 section. I haven't actually tested it yet, so I might be lying to you, but I did put it on here. So, Happy East. Play A Link to the Past. All right. Ooh, I haven't played Link to the Past in a while. I'll put that on the list. We're going to start with M&M Shell Shocked, assuming it works, because I put it on here this afternoon. Let's play Link to Past. Good choice. Also, hello, Live Coil. How you doing this week there, buddy? And Crash 2. Yeah, we can go back to Crash 2 as well. Actually, why don't we'll do the M&M's thing first, and then we'll play Crash for a bit, and then we'll go to Link to the Past, because we might end up playing Link to the Past for a while. Crash 2. There we go. M&M's Shell Shock. Should be right in here somewhere. I did put it on here. No promises it works, but we will find out. It should. And it's in the bin.q file format, so one of these should work. Not that one. Let's try this one. I'm just dandy. How you be? I'm doing pretty good. I've been tired as fuck the last 2 or 3 days for some reason, but other than that, I'm quite well. Hey, there we go. That's a good sign. I'm glad to hear you're just dandy on this fine Easter day. Also, it's like 65 degrees outside, and I haven't turned the air conditioning on or opened the windows, so it's kind of hot in my room. I'm going to be a sweaty mess. That's okay. We're just getting down and dirty. Okay, so I know nothing about this game. There wasn't even a screenshot available on the ROM website where I got this. I'm assuming it's an M&M's game. By a developer I've never heard of. Okay. It is, in fact, an M&M's game. Trademark M&M's Minis M and M. They have the trademark for the letter M? Wow. Shell Shocked. Is this a pinball game? Oh, I gotta turn my volume up. I can't hear it. Alright, let's just play. See what happens. Factory map. Oh, is this kind of like Pepsi Man? It's a running game.
Well, fellow, it's time these M&Ms had a little R&R.
R&R? Is that a new candy? Are we being phased out?
We
Not yet.
are going on vacation.
I also did get Darkened Sky for this week. Hell yeah! Thank you for reminding me. We'll put that on the list too. We got full list already. Nice.
Who did you leave in charge of the candy factory? Hello?
I'm excited to play Darkened Sky. I've never played it before, but I've known about it for years.
You're turning red.
He is red.
Repeat after me. I did not leave the M&M's Minis in charge of the candy factory.
Is that Billy West? Did Billy West voice the red M&M?
Melted? Have you gone completely nuts?
Well, the minis aren't that bad. All they need is a chance.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about this marketing thing for the minis back in the '90s, where they were like psychopathic, like kind of like the Rabbids from Rayman.
Mutiny going on. They've stolen the formulas for all the M&M's candies.
This has to be Billy West, right?
Find those formulas. Go, go, go!
It sounds just like him.
There goes my.
Uh-huh. Wait, what? J.K. Simmons is yellow? No way. Really? I didn't hear J.K. Simmons in that, but what? How did I never know this? Game's a platformer, but first 3 levels are driving levels, and yeesh, Billy West played red. Wow! I didn't know that. Okay. Oh. So it's a platformer, but the first 3 levels are driving games. That's a great way to open a platformer. That's probably TNT. Oh, wait. There's blue. What's the blue thing? No, I just want to get all the boxes, it looks like. Okay, JK might have voiced Yellow in the commercials, but not necessarily in the game. I'd have to go back and watch the commercials. Yeah, it didn't sound like him in the game, but maybe he was doing a voice or something. I'm assuming I just keep hitting boxes and getting stuff, right? So, okay, not exactly like Pepsi Man, but... What happened? Why did that car explode? Because I hit the button? Wow, this kind of controls like... What did I crash on? This kind of controls like garbage. It's just... Okay, garbage might be a little harsh. It is very stiff, though, to turn. I'm starting to get a feel for it, though. Oh, I missed the boxes. Okay, seems like each box has a different color mini M&Ms. It's kind of what seemed like what the goal is here. Woo. Or not. There we go. Oop, almost crashed there. Wait a minute, what happened there? I think I see what's going on with the crash. If I get too close to cars, I crash like 10 feet down the road from where I actually hit them. That's what it seems like. What's one game you'd speedrun if I'd ever decide to? Thoughts on speedrunning, thoughts on GDQ. All right, I'll start with the GDQ part of that question because that's a pretty quick one. I don't ever watch GDQ because I'm not really into watching speedruns for the most part. I occasionally do. However, I love the idea behind GDQ, which is, like a charity event for, just a whole bunch of speedrunners get together, just celebrate the love of speedrunning and just, I love it. It's great. What is a game that I might speedrun? Well, I have tried to speedrun Frogun. That would be my most recent one. I can clear that game in under an hour. At the time of when I did that, I'm sure it's much faster now, but when I did that, the world record was like 51 minutes or something. But that was back before like anybody played the game, so... And I was only on like my 3rd playthrough of that. But I was like, when Frogun came out last fall, I was like really into it. And I could fly through that game. But I don't really have the dedication to get much faster than that. So once I got under an hour, I'm like, I'm done. That's my personal best. So my PR. So yeah. I have done some Dark Souls speedruns. Dark Souls 1 specifically before. Ah, crap. Again, nothing too fancy, but I can consistently beat Dark Souls 1 in under an hour, or at least I could when I was speedrunning it, which isn't too hard. That's pretty small potatoes as far as Dark Souls speedrunning goes. I think the world record, last I checked for that, was like under 20 minutes or something, so I'm like way off. But yeah. I also did a little speed running when Metroid Dread came out, but nothing too crazy. I think I ended up beating that under 4 hours, I think was my best. So, yeah, I've done a little bit of speed running, but nothing too crazy. It's not something that I'm super into, mostly because speed running requires so much prep work. The most impressive part of a speed run to me is not even the speed runs itself, but the amount of dedication and work that goes into preparing for a speed run, and I don't have the patience for that. Sunday driver here. Oh God. But yeah, I mean, I really like the idea of speed running, and I think it's a, you know, that side note there. The reason I kept crashing into, that was my fault. The reason I kept crashing into this corner here, we'll see if it happens again, is the pop-in right here. Around this corner, suddenly that corner just pops into existence really quick. Do I have do I have lives? I do have lives. I just have a shit ton of them. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I mean, I really love the idea of speedrunning, but I don't think that I'm dedicated to any one game enough that I could... God damn, this is really hard. I could get into the... really get into any of them, or any speedrunning with any amount of seriousness. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Let me get around here. That guy flies around the corner, and he's hard to see because my life counter gets in the way. Wee. Good stuff, Mang. Oh, you deleted it. I was reading the thing you deleted. Damn it. Also, the driving levels are easy, but they do have some BS stuff in them, like with the controls and out-of-sight obstacles. Oh, yeah, the blue boxes are 1-ups, and the brown ones are special. Ah, I see. Our special boxes. Nice. All right, we almost got this. Okay, so this is technically the same level. This is just like 3 acts per level, Sonic the Hedgehog style. I see what's going on here. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say these are difficult, but you're right. There's some bullshit here. Good stuff, Mang. I used to speedrun Metal Gear Solid 3. Never completed a full game run, but some of my strats are still used in top-level runs to this day. Nice. I did hear that there is... I forget his name. It might be... Not Sticka. No, that's a YouTuber. I forget his name. There is a kid that is like one of the best Super Mario 64 speedrunners right now, and he just like completely shattered the... God damn, get off the road. Just completely shattered like 2 Super Mario 64 world records like back to back. He did one in like the 1-star category where you only collect a single star, and I think he beat the previous world record by like 5 minutes or something like that, or he got it under 5 minutes. That's what it was. And I think he beat the previous world record by like 30 seconds or some ridiculous amount like that. And then like the following week, he just completely shattered the, oh God, this, I don't like the way these guys move. This is messing me up, man. He just like completely shattered the 15-star or 16-star category in Super Mario 64 speedrunning as well. Apparently he's going for all 5 I think there's 5 categories in Mario 64 speedrunning. There's 0-star, 1-star, 16-star, 32, and 120. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So yeah, he's like going out to like have the world record in all 5 categories, and at the same time he'd be like the first player ever to do that. That's insane, and I love it. I watched that speed run because it was like 5 minutes long, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. There's a cow. All right, we got to go up here and get this life now because we got Hell's Angels all over the road here. They're gonna kick my ass. Yeah, nothing too really special about this game so far, but it's not bad. I'm interested to see what the platforming levels are like after this, which is why I want to... Oh, God. What are you guys going to do? I missed that life. Crap. These guys are just on the side to psych me out. That's why they're there. Bikers of this level are equivalent of a boss fight. I feel it. I'm feeling it. Jesus Christ. Special boxes. Gotta get them M&M's minis. So this game probably came out right around the time that M&M's minis came out, right? I think that was a mid-90s thing.
Here goes nothing.
Wait,
Here
friend.
goes nothing.
Maybe it's time to ask who's the best candy for the job. Maybe this calls for the ringer, the top gun, the go-to guy. Nah, you're right. You go.
Wish me luck.
Miracles happen every single day. They do. We're dead.
Real talk, red and yellow are like top tier mascots for like junk food. Top tier junk food mascots.
Oh no, the minis have messed with the milk chocolate. We're in big trouble.
The minis have messed with the milk chocolate. You are in big trouble.
Do. I think I heard about that. Carl Jobst made a vid on the Super Mario 64 runner. Yep, that's how I heard of it too. I don't watch all of Carl Jobst's videos, but it seems like every video that's like of his that's recommended to me is like something I'm interested in watching. So good stuff. He did a really great video on, I might have talked about this on stream a few weeks ago, a really great video on like why retro game prices are insanely inflated right now because of WATA games and heritage auctions. It was like a 50-minute long video about wow, oh, this is basically Crash. Okay. Yeah, this is just Eminem's Crash Bandicoot. Oh no, the man made of chocolate jumped in chocolate and he died. I suppose if I jumped into a pit of humans, I might die as well. Oh, come on, that was like a pixel off. Give you 11 must be like your max lives or something. But yeah, if you haven't watched that Carl Jobst video on retro game market inflation, highly recommended. Probably the best piece of investigative journalism I've seen ever. Which is sad that it comes from a YouTuber that talks about like video game speedrunners and cheaters and not like an actual like quote unquote journalist. But that's the crazy world we live in. Boop-a-da-boob. Boing. Boingy. Okay, we get some. Yeah, good thing this is an M&M themed game, or I would just assume those were sewer pipes and that was poop. But it's M&M's. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Those are probably also hazards, I would guess. The game came out in 2000. A year after that, the PS2 came out. You can attack by pressing square and circle. Oh, it literally is just Crash Bandicoot, isn't it? I didn't really see a need to attack, so I just kind of assumed there wasn't an attack. I suppose I can attack these guys, but yeah. Oh, you do get minis for attacking. That makes sense. I don't know why. Something about, like, M&M's game made me think that there wouldn't be an attack. Not quite sure what happened there. Boing. Oh, do those say... Oh, I can't touch those, can I? They say danger. Oh, okay, I see it now. I could touch the bombs, though, because they're not dangerous. Except sometimes when I do touch the bombs. Okay, fine, whatever. The fake retro game pricing is ridiculous. Makes Pat the NES punk look marginally better. How sad is that? Imagine being lower than Pat. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so I'm just not going to bother spitting into the bombs. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. It's a roll of the dice. Yeah, that's really sad. The good news... Oh, God, the hit detection on those puddles is poopy. The poopy puddles. The hell was I going to say? Something about retro gaming. Blah, blah, prices, blah, blah. Old man, Noah. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, the good news, I'm trying to be optimistic about it, is that the bubble will burst eventually. And I think it's going to, like, separate the real collectors from the bullshit collectors. Because after the bubble breaks, all the bullshit collectors will leave and move on to something else to, you know, try and make a buck. But, Oh my god, I thought I could get around that. No, you can't. Wonky hit detection. Heyo, what's up, Fungi Arts? How you doing? That construction hat you collected was an Aku Aku mask protector. I didn't even see that I collected a mask, to be honest. Or a hat, to be honest. Oh, can I use it, maybe? Or, oh. Oh, I see. It's just... Ah, I see. I see what's going on now. I noticed that, but it didn't disappear right away, so I assumed that it was something, it was on a timer, but no, it's not. Oh my god, those puddles, the hit detection is crap. Yeah, I really looking forward to when that retro game price bubble bursts, because I'd like to go back to collecting again. I haven't really collected anything in like a solid 2 years now, other than like, you know, 1 or 2 games here or there. But it was, and also things are going to be completely different when I do go back to collecting, because my local retro game store, both of their locations went out of business, and now I don't have a retro game store anymore. So, yep, that bubble just completely destroyed a small business in my community that was big enough to have 2 locations. So, that's nice. God damn it. This is like Crash Bandicoot if made by people that have no semblance of like item placement. It's just, I don't know. This is just such a common theme in licensed games like this, where they're like, video games have items, so we gotta place items everywhere without any thought, because game design. Boingy boingy. Still not that bad. I'd rather play Crash, but as far as Crash, actually there aren't a whole lot of Crash Bandicoot clones, are there? I don't know of all that many anyway. Also, if you find the 3 formula pieces in every level, you can go to a bonus stage. Oh, and then he deleted it. I wasn't meant to see this. The thing that's throwing me off the most about this McDonald's themed game, this M&M's themed game, is that there is Kraft macaroni and cheese all over the factory floor right now. Crash Bandicoot ordered on Wish. Exactly. This is literally, we have Crash Bandicoot at home. Crash Bandicoot at home. But I mean, if you were like, you know, you're a really big Crash fan, and like your choices were between like this and like, son of a bitch, between like, what's like the first really bad Crash game? Crash of the Titans, is that the bad one? I don't know, I have only played the first 2. But imagine like, you know, being a really big Crash fan, and then like they moved on to like the really crappy Crash sequels, and then this came out, you're like, well, it's better than what we're getting from the Crash series, so. No, you're good, Romello, don't worry about it. Thoughts on the Mario movie? No spoilers, though. I've got a date to see it with someone in a few days. Nice. I haven't seen it yet. It's not a high priority for me. I'll see it eventually, though. I haven't heard anything about it, so I don't know anything good or bad. Ooh, we gotta make sure to save the game here, and then I quit the save screen. Ah, there we go. Let's save the game into a empty slot here. Retro market falls apart like used toilet paper the second you bring up emulation. Exactly. Yeah, I was like a big holdout for like actually playing games on. Actually, you know, come to think of it, what's going on here? Oh, select level. Come to think of it, if it weren't for the retro game bubble that's going on right now and has been going on for like the past like 3 years, I don't know how much I would have gotten into emulation, because I kind of started doing that because, I don't know, I was like such a big proponent of having to play games on actual hardware. I modded my systems to, like, you know, to have like RGB output. I ran them through one of those FrameMeister upscalers to upscale everything to 1080p and get it looking nice on a CRT. And which was a lot of work to do and, you know, expensive to do. But then I'd also, you know, buy the games. But I'd also, you know, felt like I was adding to my collection and stuff like that. And for me, collecting was never about the, you know, the money thing. But then it got to the point where it's just like, I don't want to pay like $70 for, oh, here's a good example. In a script I wrote for a video I'm going to release sometime this year, hopefully, or make sometime this year, rather, I reference that game Virtual Bart, which is, you know, a Simpsons game where, like, Bart has, like, virtual reality glasses and each level is, you know, like a different virtual world. I rented it a lot when I was a kid, and I've come to really hate that game, so I reference it in this video that I wrote a script for, but I haven't made yet. And I'm like, you know, it'd be funny if I had, like, you know, an actual copy of a physical copy of Virtual Bart in my video that I could, like, you know, chuck across the room or something like that. And I go and look it up, and fucking Virtual Bart is like a $40 game in box, and I'm like, it's not even worth $4. Like, that game is so bad, and there's so many copies available. Like, I know I've ranted about this before, but I'm gonna rant about it again. You know, the fact that, like, the fact that the market is no longer, like, based on, like, supply and demand, and how, like, you know, you go on eBay and look for a game you want, and there's 1 million copies available, but everybody wants a mint for them, so nobody's actually selling them. Everybody's just sitting on them, hoping that some sucker comes along and bites. It's just sad. I said that with that game Rule of Rose, which has always been expensive. Years ago, I had the opportunity to buy it on eBay for $100, and my God, I wish I would have taken that. But I'm like, no, that's too expensive for a PS2 game. But now that game's like $1,000, so really wish I would have. Or, damn it. I think I just suck at Crash Bandicoot type games. I think that's the problem. I just do not have patience for this kind of 3D platformer. Because I'm just as bad at Crash as I am at this. It's not entirely this game's fault. And I can't even say this is a bad game. God damn it! The fact that stuff like, I don't know, my brain just can't handle the way stuff moves around in this game. It is so antithetical to what I'm used to. I have seen the Mario movie, and it has pacing issues, but otherwise I liked it. Nice. Hope that doesn't count as spoilers. Not that I care, but... I played, I'm going to pause here so I don't get gangbanged by something from the back. I played NES PAL Super Mario Bros. On small LCD screen. I don't know, it's such a funny thing to do. Playing on a small, cute screen is somehow charming. Nice. Yeah, I'm not big in... I've never... excuse me. I've never been big into handheld gaming in general, but now that I have the Steam Deck, it's just so convenient sometimes to just, like, you know, while I'm waiting for the oven to heat up or something like that, I could just, you know, turn on my Steam Deck. What the hell? I had to hit the pause button like 8 times before it registered. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't know. There is something about, like, you know, being able to play on the go and not, like, on your phone, because as we all know, mobile games are trash for the most part. Okay, we're gonna get past this. Oh, that's the problem there. He hops over the pit. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Finally through there. And a checkpoint. Yes. Okay. Don't hit the nitro box. I mean the danger box. What's up, Ice Strike? How you doing? On the bright side, the breakthroughs in emulation is mind-blowing. True that. Emulation is much easier and better than it's ever been. Which is why I never really got into it before, because it was always kind of a hassle. But, you know, it's such a breeze to get up and running nowadays. It's way more convenient to take, you know, 10 minutes to install your emulators and a handful of games, and then rather than, like, you know, waiting for a game to come in the mail from eBay like I used to. Ooh, oh god, I don't like the way the camera moves there. Anyway, I know this is off topic, but I bought a new amp for 160 euro. It's a Boss Katana 50. I'm really happy with it. Nice, glad to hear it. You were shopping for amps last week, weren't you, or thinking about it? Why do I have to hit the pause button so many times to get the game to unpause? That's strange. Ah. Wait, is that going up and down, or? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I thought it was going back and forth. That was messing with my brain. Booby doo boo boo boo. God, the camera angle could. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't need the life. I have plenty of lives. Hey, can I jump up here? Yes, okay. I just found out you can run N64 games in a web browser. Yeah, I haven't played any N64 games in a web browser, but it's insane, like, what you can run in a web browser these days. I was trying to another script that I wrote but haven't made the video for yet. I was doing, like, a history of, like, indie horror games last fall. Hopefully I'll get it done for this Halloween season. That would be ideal. But I needed to play this game called 3D Monster Maze that was on the ZX Spectrum, but I could not for the life of me get a ZX Spectrum emulator to work on any of my computers. So I just went on a web browser. Oh, I see what's going on here. So I went on a web browser. There's a website that has, like, all it is ZX Spectrum games. And I got to play it in a web browser and record the gameplay and, you know, actually play it. And I like, that is really convenient that I could do that. So I didn't even have to get the thing running on my own machine to play it anymore. It's, you know, it's incredible. Emulation's great. God, Yellow looks like an old man from a distance. Like, the the level of detail rendering does him no favors. Let's see. Playing on original hardware with the CRT is objectively better, but it's just not feasible anymore, sadly. Old hardware is dying. Emulation or bust. Yeah, I would agree. Well, I don't know, you know, I used to be, like, diehard CRT guy as well, and, like, I have, like, a Sony Trinitron, and that was, like, perfectly calibrated, and I used to calibrate it myself, and it would take, like, 3 hours to calibrate. I am having such a hard time telling the relative distance between myself and that green thing that's flying through the air. Oh, see, I keep thinking it's above me. It's... God. Oh, there goes the audio on the Steam Deck. Okay. Okay, so it is not changing height. It is just going back and forth. Okay, now... this perspective is messing me up. I think we're going to be done after this level. If I... Oh, it homes on me. Oh, okay, shit. Is this a boss or something? Oh, I see what's going on here. I need to lure him into chocolate. Come on, get hit by the chocolate. All right, get next to me. Yeah, get over here. Now get the chocolate. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Oh, I see the health bar now. Oh, I accidentally jumped twice. Ah, hey, there we go. It's weird that his health bar was red but turned green as he died. It's a strange design choice. All right, I think I beat the level. Woo! Fuck yeah. Do. But yeah, I used to be big on the CRT scene too.
Oh no!
But
It's Big Boss Cam.
Big Boss Cam.
Sir,
Ah, the titular villain.
I left the minis in charge of the factory.
He delegated. The hallmark of a confident manager.
They're turning the whole place upside down.
A chance to review our emergency plans.
I don't know what to do. Please help me. Oh, please.
Today's manager can admit that he doesn't have all the answers.
I'm a big, huge, yellow goofball.
He's a big, huge, yellow goofball.
Ah, this guy's all about the CRTs as well. Oh god. But yeah, once I started RGB modding my systems though, I actually started preferring the really sharp pixely look of games as opposed to the, oh my god, is this literally another factory level? Yeah, we're done. Okay, that's a shell shock there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not my cup of tea though. I'm already not much of a Crash Bandicoot guy. Well, let's give it a save. If we ever feel like coming back to this, we can pick right up where we left off. But yeah, so I don't know. I loosened up a little bit on the having to play on a CRT thing. Also because getting gameplay footage while also outputting to a CRT is such a nightmare. It always has been. I mean, getting gameplay footage is already a big enough headache, and it really hasn't gotten much better over the years, unless you're playing on a PC, that it's always been a breeze. But yeah, we're playing Darkened Sky next. Or Romello, did you actually want me to go back and play Crash 2, or were you just saying that game's like Crash 2? I guess Fungi Arts is here, and we were playing some Crash 2 last week. Why not? We're already in the Crash Bandicoot mood. Let's play Crash Bandicoot 2 a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Oh, weird. Hey, this isn't the Legacy of Kain I'm familiar with. Huh. I thought that was a Sonic game at first. I saw Brave Fencer Musashi's hair there. Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex Man. As the only way to play Ghost Trick for a good price for years, mobile gaming ain't all that bad. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about that. I more meant mobile gaming as an industry. And I'm separating mobile gaming. Can you play Ghost Trick on your phone? Because I'm talking, when I say mobile gaming, I'm specifically talking about mobile gaming, like on a cell phone. Because, like, that is really loud in my ear. I'm not talking about handheld gaming, if that makes sense. Because, like, cell phone gaming, smartphone gaming is shit. Not to say there aren't good games. There's plenty of good games. There just are an infinitely greater number of bad games on mobile. Let's load the game. Wait, did I even save any of this last time? Because if I didn't, we're bouncing. I probably didn't. Memory card, reading. I don't remember actually taking the time to save in this game last week. The guy who sold the amp was so nice. He was shredding on that thing, by the way. I was impressed and also got a few good tips. Nice. Oh, never mind. I didn't actually end up saving last week, so we're going to bounce. All right, we're going to play Darkened Sky, and then we're going to play some Link to the Past after that. I got to find the... fun fact, we have yet to play a GameCube game on stream. Darkened Sky, which I believe is this, because I don't have any artwork for GameCube yet. Darkened Sky, of all games, is going to be the first GameCube game we play on stream, which I find hilarious. Mobile gaming ads specifically are a unique class of degeneracy. Yeah, I almost respect mobile game ads more than the games themselves half the time, because, like, at least, like, some... At least... Wait, is this the same frickin' developer that made Shell Shocked? What? Okay, we're going down a rabbit hole here. I see what's going on. This is the same developer. Ah, I'm understanding this this game much more now. At least M&M Shell Shock had the you know, had the what the hell's the word I'm looking for here? It was nice enough to let you know it's a licensed game, whereas this just, you know, lies to you about its product placement until you play it. Oh, wow. I'm excited about this. I've always wanted to play this game. Looks quite good. GameCube emulation for the win. Damn. I mean, I know it's a pre-rendered cutscene, but still.
May the wind carry my words to you, Mother, wherever you may be, in this world or the next. I'm fine today, Mom. Sick of hurting Twentles, but fine.
Ah, yes.
One of Necroth's lackeys tried to make me salute, but I kicked him in the... Well, he'll be gibbering.
In the
and singing
Skittles.
soprano
She kicked him in
from
the
now on.
Skittles.
I miss you, as always. Where are you? Why didn't you return from that voyage? What's the meaning of this talisman you left me?
Why am I talking to myself in
What's
front
the
of a tree?
meaning of me?
Of me?
Who am I in this
Oh my
world?
god.
Tell me, please.
Why is this like
Maybe
Xander
Twentles is
or
my best
Xavier
man for
Renegade
her
Angel?
reincarnation.
This is like the same like pacing and like mannerisms as Xavier. This is insane. I love this. Ooh, and now we got some Xenoclash type
You think you're
enemies
right
here.
Smart wearing them bright colored things on your feet. We'll show you smart.
Oh man. This is wild.
Hearts, don't it?
Oh, yes. Bright colors are a symbol of rebellion.
Random question
after
for
all.
y'all is
What will be
with the
outlawed
DS turning
next?
20
Silence?
next year, would you classify the
Freedom?
system as retro? The
Metabolizing?
DS... No, the DS isn't turning 20 next year. It came out in 2006, right? Or did it come out
Come
in
back, you stupid
2004?
Dwendal.
Oh my
Where are you
god.
going?
Jesus, I'm old.
Come
The
on,
DS is
you
20
have
years
to
old.
talk for this.
No, it can't
We're
be
not
20
supposed to
years
leave
old.
this property. Come.
I'm looking that up.
What
Look
in
at that
the
up while
rainbow's
this-
name?
And there's a Skittle just randomly there. This game's nuts. Oh, it's a Skittle. Oh my god, it did. Wow, 2004 had a price drop on August 21st, 2006. That was my birthday. Damn. That's probably why I thought it came out in 2006, because it had a famous price drop on my birthday in 2006. Nope, came out in 2004. I'll be damned. I'm freaking old. Holy shit. Anyway, I didn't finish reading that.
Lord Necroth.
Would you classify the system as retro? Yes, I would classify the DS as retro.
Orange.
Orange. Darkened sky. The low-key Skittles game. Alright, I'm kind of into this. I can't wait to see how bad it is. Is this game actually bad? Or is it just like one of those things like Shaq Fu, where it's actually a decent game, but people shit all over it because of what it represents? Let's find out. And graphically, not too bad. Man, GameCube emulation kicks ass. This looks so crisp. This isn't even really like a good-looking GameCube game either.
You're mine.
Okay, is this like okay, we got that. Y is jump right trigger. That. Alright, let's roll with it. Can't say I recall ever playing a game where jump is right trigger.
I'm on your side.
My side? Who are you?
Call me Drac. though Necroth would call me dim sum right about now.
No.
So, an expert on Necroth, are we?
I happen to live out near his neck of eternal chaos. I hitched a ride here with his minions.
Minions! Great, I just
Like
love
the
minions.
Despicable Me
They're
characters?
Necroth's special
They're
forces.
very popular.
They know all about your little orange discovery.
Have you
and they're
tried
here to light
Klonoa?
your
Yes,
load.
we've actually played
But if
Klonoa
you're
several
from
times on the
Necroth's
stream.
hood, why would you want to
Great
help
game.
me?
Let's just say he whose face may not be glimpsed and I have issues. Want my help, yay or nay?
Thinking of going with yay.
Yes, this is a Skittles game. First time I played Crash Bandicoot was in elementary school when we had PS1 for those weird lightning wave games. Light wave games? Light wave games. Are those like those educational games that came in like the big boxes? Yes, it's from the same developer that made both this and that game and those games only. Nice. Bye, Ice Strike. I gotta bounce. Go get some homework. Ooh, fun. Before I go, what system are you using to emulate? We are playing on the Steam Deck. I have a shit ton of emulators on here and stuff. These guys look like Buzz Lightyear from a distance. Yeah, Steam Deck is really great for emulation because, Jesus. Oh, okay. Yeah, this does not bode well, this combat.
Okay, now, go to the village, find the old woman named Ganish. She can tell you about that orange thing of yours that has everyone's woolies in a bunch. Come on.
Come on. Ooh, and we're gonna pick up a... Oh, I thought it was a Skittle. Damn it. It's a red rose. But yeah, if you ever get a Steam Deck, there's like, you know, a program that installs like RetroArch and Emulation Station and like probably like 100 emulators, and then all you have to do is... That looks like it's from Doom. Nice. And then all you have to do is put your ROMs or ISO files into specific folders, and you're done. You can just play. It's great. Steam Deck. You can run everything right up to like PS3 and Xbox 360 games too. And also, the Steam Deck apparently plays Nintendo Switch games better than the Nintendo Switch does, so... Okay, do I have any other attacks here? No, that just puts my weapon away, which is useless. Hitting every button here. Cool. Okay. The secret is just keep backing up and hitting that. Oh, my... Oh, that was a combo. I see. You just keep mashing the R1 or the L1 button, and that's your combo. Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for this awful combat. I'm an adult. I'm not a kid anymore. It's almost 20 years old. I know. Oh man. My definition for retro has kind of always been there's current gen, there's last gen, and then there's retro. I take a very like liberal definition with the term retro because I don't think it really matters. Unlike you know, unlike certain like genres or like phrases, like I'm a little more of a stickler on like 3D platformers. I have a very specific definition of that, as we discussed like when we played Jumping Flash that one day, because I think having a stricter definition for a classification like that makes more sense in terms of game criticism, but in terms of whether something's retro or not, it has absolutely no bearing on like this combat is so bad. Oh my god. Has absolutely no bearing on like anything like game criticism related or like from a historical perspective. So I thought that was a pickup. It's an item, or it's an enemy. Cool. So yeah, retro. I take a pretty liberal definition with that. What is going on here? A cutscene. What's going on here? Wow, the Steam Deck is quite the achievement. Have a nice day. You too, buddy. Bye. Yeah, Steam Deck's great. I do love it. I wish they'd fix that audio bug, though. That's the one caveat I have with the Steam Deck. Ooh, this guy's got a key. Okay, can I do like a jump attack at least? I have like no other attacks. Okay. The secret is don't try to dodge. It's just get in there and mash the shit out of the left trigger button. I understand now. Damn, that reminds me, we gotta play Toy Story 2 on PS1 because that's also a childhood game of mine. I was big into Toy Story as a kid. I think I've mentioned it here. Yes, you have. I think that's how we ended up playing Toy Story on Genesis that one day. I doubt I have that, but I will write it down and we can put it on here. Toy Story PS1. I better specify or I'm not gonna remember next week. Oh yeah, old subject, but did you know that M&M's Shell Shock was an educational game on PC? There are a lot of M&M's games. Maybe you should do a video on advertising games. There are a lot of them. That is something that I have thought about doing someday. I've been working on my mascot platformer video, which is, in fact, going to be my next video. The script is basically done at this point. I just gotta polish it up a little bit. But it's an adventures in game criticism video, so it's gonna it's gonna be a while before that one's done. But I'm thinking most of the rest of this year is gonna be like mascot platformer related videos, just because there's so much ground to cover there.
Having grown up on a
maybe not mascot platformers in general, but platformers in general. It would also streamline a lot of the video creation if I'm like sticking to a theme for a while.
This weapon and its ordnance have been seized. Man, this thing torques.
It's even better when you have some old
This shit bussin'.
ammo.
She just said the 2000s equivalent of shit's bussin'. That's real fair. I don't have a projectile weapon. Oh, I can, like... She keeps doing different attacks sometimes. Okay, let's go up this way. But yeah, I think a video on, like advertising games would be interesting, especially like, you know, I'd like to dive more into like weird stuff. Like Shell Shock was, you know, fine, but it was, I don't know, it was almost too good of a game, like, you know, for what I'd want to talk about. Like I'd want to dive into like the Coca-Cola Kid, which was I want to say Game Boy Advance game that was only ever released in Japan because they had a Coca-Cola mascot called the Coca-Cola Kid in Japan that we never had. And also Pepsi Man, because Pepsi Man slaps as a mascot anyway. I don't know how good the game is. I've never actually played it, but yeah, I think that'd be cool. Maybe someday. Or actually, definitely someday. Probably won't be anytime soon, though. I'm currently doing line art, and man, I miss working with fine liner on paper. Wow, you had like... Okay, those Daisy the GameBot comics that I do every once in a while, I have been struggling so hard with the line art on those things. Like, I was working on paper and pencil, or with paper and pencil, and also, God, the platforming this is just as good as the combat. Okay. And it's not even the fact that jump is on the right trigger, which isn't so bad on the DualShock 4 controller that I'm using, but if I were playing this on a GameCube controller, which you would have been back in the day, this would be awful.
I'll wander into that pitch black cave alone. I want to show up in the credits as third dead teenager.
Okay, don't get smart with me. Like, why would you put a dark cave up here if I'm gonna not be able to jump into it? And then give me guff. There must be like an item I can get to illuminate the cave. You know, this game just kind of makes me want to play Morrowind. It kind of looks like Morrowind. Just the brown aesthetic and the low poly mountains or hills everywhere.
This must
Ooh,
be
here
the
we go.
village marketplace.
This must
so
be
where's
the-
the blue light special?
Well, you know, invasions of bloodthirsty monsters tend to dampen the old shopping spirit.
But yeah, I finished my thought on my Daisy comic there. The one I'm working on now, I think I finally got the line art figured out. I have a... what I was going to say was when I was working in with paper and pencil and like line art pens and I was using like watercolor markers. I never had any problem with line art. It always looked great. It always like it would take a drawing that I wasn't too big on, and then I'd do the line art, and I'd be like, "Damn, that looks good." But now that I'm working digitally, it's the opposite. Like my sketches look good, my coloring looks good, my line art looks like shit. What I realized though is I think it's my tablet that I'm using. So like I have two tablets. I have like the classic tablet where you have to like look at the screen while drawing like, you know, down on the side. And then I also have a tablet that has like a built-in screen. And I noticed that the old school tablet does much better line art than my screen tablet does. So what I've been doing, or what I did for this comic, and it turned out really well, was do everything on one tablet, on the screen tab. God, you bastard. Do everything on the screen tablet. But then when I got to the line art, I switched to the old school tablet, and it turned out great. So there you go. Okay, what do we got here? Do I need to talk to you? Are you friendly or... Okay, I am like hitting every button. Cool. You can add Chase the Chuck Wagon. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, that's like one of the rarest Atari 2600 games too. Chase the Chuck Wagon. That's a fantastic one. For a while, people that... Oh man, you are a creepy dude. Am I just beating the hell out of this dude here? Alright. Huh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, so I guess I'm gonna leave. What am I using to make the line art? Okay, so I use Krita as my drawing program. And I think the problem was the tablet, like I was saying, but I was also using like the standard brushes in Krita. There's a lot of them. But I was using one that, you know, a lot of people on YouTube recommended for line art, but I kept getting like really janky, uneven lines or non-smooth lines. But then a video I watched, a different video I watched, recommended using this other brush, which I don't remember what it's called, to be honest. And it kind of gives it like a coarser texture, like almost as if you're drawing on like construction paper or something. And I like it a lot more, and it flows a lot smoother. So I've tried making my own brushes in Krita, and I gotta get some more practice at that. Making your own brushes is kind of a pain. Oh, there's Buzz Lightyear again. Okay, let's get up here. I feel like we're making zero progress in this game.
And I should do exactly what with a hollow log? Never mind, don't answer that. I'm sure it'll become real important later.
Okay, are y'all familiar with that game that just came out like a couple months ago called Forspoken? Where everybody criticized the cringe dialogue of the protagonist, saying like, "Yeah, I got transported to another world, and now I'm talking to a fucking bracelet. Yeah, that's something that I do know," sort of thing. This game predates that. This is the same exact dialogue style. I had a poll on my channel earlier this week about modern dialogue, and this is exactly the style of dialogue I was referring to. Like this sort of tongue-in-cheek, like poking fun at the player for playing a video game and being like stupid, but we're still just gonna be stupid about our game design and not compensate. I love it. It's great. I have no idea what to do in this game. I have exactly one button. let's see. I have the attack button, I have the jump button, and I have the put the thing away and take it back out button. And that's it. There are no other buttons I can use. Oh, wait, I lied. I found the D-pad. Ooh, what does this do? Okay. Can I... That's annoying. Oh, that's a bomb. Cool. Okay. I'll give this game a little more credit. I just didn't think to use the D-pad there. Can't use the Skittle, though. That's a bomb. What's this do? I don't know. Won't let me use it. And I could probably use this key on that thing that was torquing earlier. Looks like Proto Fable 2. Yeah, it does kind of have a Fable 2 look now that you mention it. So mine is like always 80 to 90%, mostly make it less sensitive and shaky. Ah. God damn it. Okay. Let's get up here. Can I hit this thing? Oop, boop, doop. Yeah, I also realize when it comes to like digital line art, you have to have like a light touch. Goes a long ways. Okay, let's go back to the Skittle. I still can't use this thing. Okay, I think I'm supposed to shoot this guy. Oh my god. Do I just keep hitting it? Like... This game is not intuitive at all. This is... You know what? When we were playing, like, Tak and the Power of Juju a few weeks ago, I was complaining about how it, like, told you how to do everything, like you were an idiot. This game could really benefit from that kind of tutorial style. Because it tells you nothing. Oh, I see. I am happy that I am not in need of a fancy tablet with a screen like other artists. I use for real Paca? And you can change the sensitivity of the tool. Oh, nice. I see. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm kind of two minds when it comes to like the... I do not know what to do here. This is ridiculous. Kind of of two minds when it comes to like the tablet with a screen. I guess it's a more professional tablet than like, you know, a basic tablet. So henceforth we'll just call tablets with a screen professional, tablets without a screen basic. There we go. Ow. This game is horrible. Try using Y or X GameCube button. My dude, I'm pushing all the buttons, I swear. It's not, it's every button. I'm pushing every button. The only thing I can do is drink my own pee. Quoting Bear Grylls there. Sorry, I just thought of a classic YouTube poop with Bear Grylls. I think it was called John Goodman versus Wild. Look it up. It's just a clip of Bear Grylls. The only thing I can do is drink my own pee. There's nothing. I've hit every button multiple times in different positions on this thing. Maybe jump on it. My childhood gets milked. Have you played this? Funky, do you know what I'm supposed to do? I don't know what to do here. I think I've gone everywhere. Wait, is this a path? Oh. No, that looks like death. It is death. It's not very clearly denoted death, but... Oh, good call. Try putting my weapon away first. Oh, you got a point there. This could very well be...
Whoa, easy, sis.
Oh, we gotta do all that again. I guess it wasn't that far. Easy, sister. At least I can skip cutscenes. You're right. I didn't think to put my frickin' weapon away because I shouldn't have to. Don't care. Okay. Jumping.
Mine.
A mine. Oh, I guess she did say what that was earlier. Oh, Toy Story 5? Well, of course they want to make a Toy Story 5, because it just keeps making money for them. Did these Buzz Lightyear looking motherfuckers remind you of that? Hey, what's up, Jibble? How you doing? Finally came back from my parents for Easter. Can enjoy the stream now. Nice. Happy Easter, my dude. We're playing Darkened Sky, the infamous Skittles game. It's awful, but I kind of wouldn't expect anything else. Yeah, that's pretty sad. They definitely should have stopped at 3 of those. Like,
I've never seen this village before.
I feel for you. Like, I've never been a Toy Story person, or I've never really enjoyed it myself, but I never like to see beloved media properties just get, like, milked to crap like that. Oh, come on. Jesus. Okay. Putting weapon away. Now let's turn this. Now let's try hitting buttons. How about this button? Nope, I threw a mine. That's not it. Okay. How about this button? No. How about this button? No. I hate this so much. Rape my childhood, why don't they? Yeah, that's all they do. Why? What do I... Ah. Yeah, they made 3 Cars movies. One of them was the worst movies ever made. Cars 2? Really? I have not seen any of the Cars movies. That always looked really dumb to me. No, put your thing away. What do I... Jesus Christ. You know, I like games that, like, try to let the player figure things out for themselves, but this is ridiculous. Am I, like, winding it by turning it, or is that just to aim? And now it's going the wrong direction. Go, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not even touching the controller right now. No, that does nothing. There's an inventory screen that pops up at the top. Try that. Okay. Let's try that. Maybe if I... How does the inventory screen pop up? We got move. We got select. I mean, you would think that select menus. Let's try menus. Okay. Orange artifact. Mom's talisman. Rare mine. Quests. Find Ganesh in the village. Show her the orange thingy. Okay. I'm thinking that menu up top, because every time I go to a different screen, the menu changes. I'm thinking that that's all that does. Yeah, because that's like... I don't know what that is. That's your actual inventory. We got a rune mine. We got Mom's talisman. Notes. Let's try notes. Has strange powers. Brightly colored gem. Wow, I could run faster when I put my staff on my back. Go figure. Oh, God. Wandering off and leaving the dwindles behind is an every career move, but blah, blah, blah. My staff kicks some serious butt. Found something called rune mine. There's been a nasty rupture in the space-time continuum. Some ammo for the catapult. See, there's our problem. We gotta find some ammo for the catapult before we can use it. Uh-huh. Okay. That's intuitive. Maybe Maybe it's related to emulation or something. No, I think we just need to find some ammo is the problem. And, or we could just die again because the level geometry is broken as fuck. I see why people hate this game so much. Remember when Pixar made good movies? I sure do. Yeah?
Whoa, easy, sister.
Honestly, I was never really all that big into Pixar. I mean, I thought they were fine, but WALL-E was great. WALL-E's probably the best Pixar film in my opinion. But I never like understood like the zeitgeist surrounding Pixar. Okay, that's what the thing popping up. It was telling me there was a new note there or a new dialogue thing. Okay, I'm starting to understand this game's stupid logic there. So what actually popped up on the top there was indicating that I have a note about the mine I just picked up. All right. This game has some really weird logic behind it, but I'm starting to get it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just... I think I was too young to appreciate how big of a deal, like, 3D animation was at the time. And I think I was too old to be enraptured by a lot of the movies that Pixar was making. It was like... Now, what does he say here?
That's where I came through with the others. Neck broth can tear holes in reality like a cheap tunic.
Okay, so this is apparently a hole in reality here. Okay. Looks like a hole to a cave to me, but sure. So yeah, I think I was like in a weird position where I was like too young to appreciate the technical achievements of Pixar and too old to appreciate the types of movies they were making for the most part. So like they just never really stuck out to me as anything too special. Personally, not saying they aren't, I'm just saying. Never enraptured me, but like I said, WALL-E's great. WALL-E's up there, Ratatouille, Monsters, Inc. Oh, I guess I did really like Monsters, Inc. too. Finding Nemo I didn't care for all that much, personally. And like I've said before, I always found Toy Story creepy, like the first one.
Man, this thing torques.
This thing
It's even better
torques.
when you have some, I don't know, ammo?
I guess he did say ammo. I must have been talking. I just assumed that since there's a key there, all we had to do was unlock it. Okay, so it's half my fault and half the game's fault. Or it's just all my fault for tuning out whenever there's like really cringy dialogue like this.
This must be the village marketplace. So where's the blue light special?
Well, you know, invasions of bloodthirsty monsters tend to dampen the old shopping spirit.
Dampen the old shopping spirit. Does anybody have like a spear or something I can put in? We know we need ammo now. So where do we get the ammo? This game has a 60 on Metacritic and 3 out of 5 from XPlay. Really? That's surprising. I love Pixar, but I do think 2015 was their last great year with Inside Out, and then Coco was okay in 2017, but predictable. The rest was meh to forgettable. Yeah, I didn't care for Inside Out either. Like, that was the last Pixar movie I saw, and I was just like... And I only saw it because, like, everybody was saying what a great movie that was, and I don't see it. It was pretty bland, in my opinion. I really like the character designs, though. The character designs were great, but that's usually pretty par for the course for Pixar. Okay, maybe, now that I have the thing unlocked, I can go in the dark, spooky cave, and there's some ammo in there? I don't know. Can we take a risk? I'm guessing not. This has a 60 on Metacritic. It seems like it should be lower. Love that platforming. Yep, okay. Yep, there we go. Yep, okay. And, aha.
Yeah, think I'll wander into that pitch black
Yeah.
cave alone.
Okay.
I want to show up in the credits as third dead teenager.
Didn't like Inside Out either. Too predictable and too unoriginal. Yeah, it was really predictable. I don't like saying unoriginal. I guess it was pretty original. I don't know. At least I can't think of another story like it. Let's see. Some ammo. Check the marketplace from time to time. Never know what bargains might turn up. Okay. Just love to enter that pitch black blah 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 blah. Cool. That helps me. Encanto is Disney. Oh, haven't seen Encanto is Aces. I don't even know what Encanto is, to be honest. I'm familiar with Coco, but I didn't see that because I was kind of done with Pixar movies, like I said. Okay, where do we get ammo? Can I go through this door? Nope. Probably not. Okay. I suppose Osmosis Jones and Inside Out have the same concept, but I mean, one's emotions, one's like cells. I don't know. I wouldn't put them in the same category, but... There's an anime that's closer to Osmosis Jones. It's like red and white blood cells. I mean, I think what we're all getting at is that one episode of Futurama with the with Fry having the truck stop egg sandwich and getting worms that make him really smart. I think that's where they got the idea for Inside Out, personally. But
Almost down.
Is there ammo this way? Trust me, Coco stood out from the rest. It does look nice. I really like the Coco's like the Day of the Dead one, right? Like where they have like the Latin Day of the Dead type aesthetic, which is always gorgeous. Ah, yes, this goes to the tree stump that I can't.
And I should do exactly what with a hollow log? Never mind.
Who
Don't
knows?
answer that. I'm sure it'll become real important later.
Osmosis Jones is about physical health. Inside Out is about mental health. I suppose you can put them in the same category then. I don't know. They seem completely different to me personally, but I see where y'all are coming from. You think of Cells at Work? Yes, that's the one. That's a great show. Very well done and educational, but I also love that episode of Futurama. Nice. Well, I'm about ready to bounce from this game because this is starting to get tedious. Running around looking for ammo. Unless I can put a... Oh, you know what? I bet I could put one of those mines I picked up on the thing. Maybe. Who knows? Let's try that. It's like a big bow and arrow, like a ballista type thing. So I was thinking maybe we need to pick up a spear. I wonder if I could just drop a mine on it. Let's find out. Hey, what's up, Raji Wiz? How you do? What'd you walk in on this time? Oh, you know, wandering around, playing a tedious fucking game. Darkened Sky. The Skittles game that has nothing to do with Skittles, but everything to do with Skittles. But there are people who compared Inside Out to Harvey's Head, a show that nobody remembers until Inside Out came out. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Harvey's Head. Wait, which way does this even okay. It's a catapult. I see it now. Ugh, God. So I'm thinking not the mine, but... Nope, that just drops it on the ground there. Ugh, what are these? Ah, forget it. Just play Crash 2. I don't want to play Crash 2 because we played it last week and I didn't save the game, so we just end up playing levels I played last week, so I don't want to do that. So, yeah, we're gonna bounce. This game's awful. I was hoping it would be, but it's not even like the good kind of awful. It's just like disappointing awful. I was hoping for a train wreck awful. This is just kind of meh awful. The worst kind. 1 star, never play again. Alright, we're gonna bounce to A Link to the Past. Much better game. On the old Super Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Yeah. No, I didn't download. Wait, did I download? I did. Last week. I'm like, wait a minute, I did put that on there. Yes, I did. We can play Sly Cooper. Probably won't play too much of A Link to the Past because, like, we've all played this. Or at least I hope you have. This is, like, one of the best games ever made. Sly Cooper. We'll play that next. Cooper. Boop, boop. Manolo and Book of Life. Manolo? I don't know what that is either. More of a wooden doll-like aesthetic from the makers of El Tigre. I am familiar with that show. Cameos and everything. Nice. Coco also had some excellent music, and this seems like an overused thing now, but I enjoyed the conflict between the family. I hope that's not a spoiler. I mean, it's a Pixar movie, so I assume there was either a conflict between family or friends, because that's it's always the plot of a Pixar movie. At least the ones I've seen. Which is probably why I like WALL-E the most, because it doesn't have that. Darkened Sky was probably better for the PC and not GameCube or something. I don't know. I just think it's a bad game. I don't think we need to defend Darkened Sky. Let's call it what it is. It was a low-key way to capitalize on Skittles money. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle. Oh god. Dungeon of the castle. You never played A Link to the Past? My god. I hope you played this. Me sweats nervously. To be fair, I've at least tried it, but something always holding me back from finishing it. Ah, man. This is like the best Zelda game. Like I've said before, Wind Waker's my favorite, but I think this is just, I don't know, this hits all the marks for me in terms of like what I feel like great Zelda game should be. Worse, I feel like Darkened Sky is considered like one of the must-have on GameCube. Really? I've only ever heard bad things about that game, so I'm kind of surprised to hear that it has like a 60 on Metacritic and a 3 out of 5 on XPlay, from XPlay. Because I've only ever heard bad things about it, so I was expecting an absolute train wreck when we played it, and I was disappointed at how mediocre it was. Like, there's nothing worse than expecting a truly awful, horrendous train wreck of a game, and then getting that. Like, help me, I am in the dungeon. Yeah, I forgot how to get there because I haven't played this game in like 10 years. Cut me some slack. Played this on Game Boy Advance and Walmart Showcase when I was like 8 or something. Nice. Yeah, I also originally played this on Game Boy Advance back in the day. I played through it several times on the Game Boy Advance and several times on the Super Nintendo. But then I haven't touched it for like 10 years, so, you know. Save the princess. Zelda's my what? Classic Ego Raptor cartoon. Oh, right, I'm short on magic powder. But I have the lantern. There we go. My favorite is Twilight Princess, but I think it's the one that captured my interest more, so people shouldn't take my word as gold. Oh no, Twilight Princess is fantastic. It's probably in my top 5 Zelda games, for sure. So I don't think you're wrong on that at all. Twilight Princess is great. The only thing I don't like about Twilight Princess that puts it down a few notches for me is that it's basically Ocarina of Time, but again, it is so similar to Ocarina of Time in like tone and theming and like I don't know, just like the overall aesthetic to it, and that's really all that holds Twilight Princess back for me, is just how similar of a game it is to Ocarina. But I mean, that's a pretty, you know, I like it more than Ocarina of Time. I think it's a better game. Zelda is your wife. I think the joke the joke in Ego Raptor's thing is like, Zelda's my what? Is she my sister? Come on, I want to put my wiener in that. He's like, tell me, are we related? Fucking great. Yeah, Twilight Princess, yeah, has a very long beginning. Yeah, that was very common in that era, was just having an opening of a game that just takes a million years. And Twilight Princess is very much guilty of that. I do feel like it, yeah, that game just takes a long time to get going now that you mention it. Was that a Star Wars reference? Not intentionally. I don't even know what you're referring to. Oh, the is she my sister? I want to put my wiener in it thing. No, I was quoting Ego Raptor's cartoon. He was playing off of how Link's uncle in this says, save Zelda, she is your ... and then he dies. So like what does he mean? Zelda's my what? Are we related? Also, I think it's fantastic. Link has pink hair in this game, which is great. Ow, can't go there. Oh noes. The intro to Twilight is typically what keeps me from revisiting it, but I don't like the bug collecting either. It doesn't get really good until you get the Master Sword. I remember really liking the bug collecting aspect, now that you mention it. I haven't thought about that in years, but I remember really liking that for some reason. I don't think, that's not required though, is it? I'm pretty sure that's a side quest. Aaron Hansen is not my comedian, but sure. I mean, he's not so much my type of comedian anymore, but I did really like the Awesome series back in the day. So Lake hears a voice in his head and starts cutting down palace guards because he thinks there's a little girl in a dungeon. There's a joke in there somewhere, someone should dig it out. Or perhaps we should let sleeping dogs lie. I think Zelda's older than him, though, so, you know. But yeah, it does, you know, you put it like that, it kind of reminds me of, like, the, you know, people that claim that they're, you know, like, God spoke to them, therefore we, you know, I must do this thing. Kind of has that vibe. Okay, I guess I'll just start killing palace guards then, because some lady in my dreams told me to... told me to. Ow. Ow, God, Jesus. Yay, we got a key. Oh man, might have to keep playing this after the stream's over. I always forget how much I like this game. It just has such a unique feel to it that hasn't really been replicated by the series since. Except I'm getting my ass kicked. Come hither, purple guy. Yep, I get it. I'm dying. You can turn the beeping off. Thank you. Return of the Jedi is the worst original trilogy Star Wars movie, and the whole Luke and Leia thing contributes to that, but at least the Vader stuff is wonderful in that movie. Yeah, I don't like Star Wars at all, except Empire Strikes Back. That is a genuinely good movie, but I just never really cared for Star Wars all that much. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I was kind of into Star Wars for a little bit when, like, the prequel trilogy was big. And I tried, I don't know, I remember, like, everybody raving over the prequel trilogy at the time, and I remember being like, oh yeah, they're fine, I guess, because I couldn't formulate my own opinion at the time. But then, like, a few years later, I felt vindicated because, like, everybody was like, nah, the prequel trilogies are just awful, it's terrible. But then now everybody has nostalgia for them because they're not as bad as the modern Disney Star Wars movies. So I take that back. I lied. I love Empire Strikes Back. Rogue One, I went and saw that. I don't know why I went and saw that because I do not like Star Wars, but I'm so glad I did. That movie is great. Rogue One's great. I finished my line art. Now I have a problem. I don't know how to approach color. Nice. That's the joy of drawing the same character all the time, like I do. You don't have that problem. You always know what colors to use. Unless you're doing, like, some stylization. Hey, we got the boomerang. Boo. How do I equip boomerang? Oh, I just leave the menu. Yeah, that's right. I remember. To be honest, I like games that are unique in each series. I will never get something like Super Mario World, but that makes it so special. Like, you'll never understand Super Mario World, you mean? Or to me, like, Super Mario World is kind of overrated. Great game, don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic game. I don't even think it's the best 2D Mario game. Like, it's pretty low on my list for... Like, I honestly prefer... Well, Mario 3, I think. Super Mario Brothers 3 is, like, top tier. But I even like, like, newer 2D Mario games more than Super Mario World, a little bit. I don't know, for me, that game just always felt cheap. I know I've said this before, and it always pisses people off, but the game just... There's something weird about that game that just never jived with me. Boop. Boop. I gotta get closer. There we go. This guy's got freaking plate mail on. Jesus. Plate armor. There we go. Then we got the big key. Hold on, Zelda. I'm dying. Let me get this. There we go. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. I know we've never met, but, you know. Do you understand? Not at all. Listen carefully. Zelda just grabs Link by the cheeks and be like, dumbass, listen. Do you understand? Yeah, I suppose. Alright, let's get out of here. Gotta go to the first floor. Rogue One, the Halo Reach of Star Wars. Hell yeah. I'm saying that as someone who has never actually played Halo Reach, but I really want to because it looks really good. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Right? Remember when this game had a Western animated TV series and Link was a creepy guy wanting Zelda to kiss him? I think that was actually based... I mean, that cartoon came out around the same time as this, but I'm pretty sure it's based on, like, the original Legend of Zelda canon. Not this Link. But maybe, I don't know. But yes. Yeah, Link was a freaking creepy horn dog in that cartoon, and... Can you imagine if a cartoon like that was made nowadays and, like, you know, the main character was just, like, you know, trying to, like, sexually assault the other main character in every single episode, and it's played for laughs? Man, that shit wouldn't fly these days. But it was just, like, that sort of plot line and character trait was, like, so common back then, nobody even batted an eye over it. Well, excuse me, princess. Yeah, there's like a famous clip of Zelda like laying on her bed and like Link just comes in. It's just like, it's smooching time, and just like jumps on her and she just like dives out of the way. It's like, oh my god. It's funny for all the wrong reasons. There's a secret passage. All right. Let's do it. That's fair. It's just that I am a bit more attached to it. I mean, I played it when I was a kid. I love the moveset. I love the secrets. I love almost everything. Yeah, again, I love everything about... I love everything about getting my ass kicked. Jesus. I love everything about Super Mario World, but it's just always had, like, a weirdness to me that I haven't ever really been able to put into words. It's pitch dark, and you can't see with that one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. Yeah, let's get out of here before I frickin' die, because I'm about to. That's disturbing. Yes, it is, but it was played for laughs. Okay, oh, yep. Come on, I need health. Apparently this game's too hard to play while streaming. Where you at? Oh god, it's so dark in here. Oh god. If this rat touches me, I'm gonna die. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Let's light it up in here. Ah, that's much better. I could actually see and maybe not die. The expanded universe was it for me. Corin Horn was a big influence on me getting into writing. I'm guessing that's one of the Star Wars expanded universe writers that Disney like completely retconned. Not that that matters, but... Oh, wow, that... Oh, thank Christ. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ on Easter Sunday. Yeah, those sconces don't, or brazier, or whatever they're, what are they called? Braziers? Not braziers. Braziers? Things you put fire in medieval stuff. I don't remember how it's pronounced. I can see the word in my head. Brassier? Now we have snakes, commonly called ropes within this universe. I'm really shocked how many hobbies I have nowadays. It used to just be video games when I was younger. Nice. It's always nice to have a lot of hobbies. I have more than I know what to do with, and I always want more. But I don't have enough time. Because I have too many hobbies. Excuse me. I was talking with somebody on Reddit the other day, on r/Okami, about the wonderful game Okami, and somebody on there made like a stained glass Okami piece of art, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then I mentioned how like I used to do stained glass, and they're like, oh, I'd love to, like, that's great. I'd love to talk to somebody else who does stained glass. And I'm like, no, I said does. I haven't touched stained glass in probably like 12, 13 years, but I used to do stained glass. I would like to get back into that someday. I always wanted to, like, those famous stained glass windows in the Wind Waker that are in like the temple under the sea in Wind Waker. I always wanted to recreate those with actual stained glass. Someday I'm gonna do that, because that'd be awesome. I'm sure somebody else has done it by now, but I don't care. I want to do it for myself. Ah, shit. I really wish I could, like, see more than 3 feet in front of my face. But at least rats don't do that much damage. Corran Horn was a character, one of my favorites, but oddly not what I read much of. Story was I, Jedi, about Luke founding a new academy. My cousin Alex, who you guys probably know as Martin from my Sonic videos, he was big into the I, Jedi series, if I recall correctly. So I have heard of that. I prefer to call them disciplines rather than hobbies. Oh, that's, yeah. It's great to have them. They give you purpose in drudgery of adult life. I love those stained glasses in Wind Waker. They reference the sages in Ocarina. You can see Saria, Ruto in them. Yep. Yeah. Very nice low-key reference. Hey, there's a bombable wall, but I don't have any bombs. Sheed. I'm kind of feeling like this game needs the Super Nintendo controller. It's kind of stiff on in emulation, actually. I don't remember it ever being this stiff before. Okay, fine. Can't push that one. I gotta push this one. I've made my own Game Boy keychain, but the tools weren't... Ah! Wasn't expecting rats up here. I made my own Game Boy keychain, but the tools weren't mine, so I'm a bit shocked by how much the desire to make anything stays. Oh yeah, not having your own tools. Yeah, that'll do that. Oh yeah, Alex, any chance you could get him in a random Noa Lee video? The skits in those Sonic videos work better than far more than Nostalgia Critic because they were actually funny and well done. Oh, thank you. I enjoyed them. Yeah, probably not, unfortunately. He's a very busy man. I haven't seen him in probably 6 months, and we used to hang out like once a week. So, yeah, we've tried, ever since making those videos, we've tried several times to get together and make videos, but it just never seems to work out right with our schedules. He works all the time, and yeah, and all that stuff. It's just a shame, but that's the drudgery of adult life, as you said. Before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. Sense a mighty evil. But I would love to have Alex back for a video, but never seems to work out with, like I said. Plus, I haven't really gotten into the lore of my my new video style, but I kind of think I want to be like the only human character in my new universe I'm creating. I think it would be pretty funny. Martin, I saw him in the news. Seems like a dangerous fella. Oh yeah, he's a very dangerous fella. I know how to keep him under control, though. I should probably save the game. Alright, this is... You can only save and quit. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Start from Sanctuary. There we go. Catch up with the chat here. I love the song that plays at the altar here. It's so sad. I actually cried as a kid when the priest died. Spoilers! Oh, God. Yeah. Even though he isn't a developed character. Yeah? Yeah, this is a very sad tune. Very creepy, too. This game's got a lot of great music. Yeah, and actually, on the subject of my crazy new video game universe I'm making for Adventures in Game Criticism, I got a question for you all. I'll explain myself after I pose the question here. Do you think I should start a new channel? It's something that's been on my mind for a while, and I've been going back and forth on it. And I'll give you my reasons why I was, you know, I've been tossing around the idea of starting a new channel. One of the biggest reasons is because I'm kind of creating like a whole new universe, and I think it would kind of clash a little bit with you know, my older videos. Like if somebody stumbled upon my channel and saw like, you know, my old Sonic videos, and then all of a sudden I jumped into like my Adventures in Game Criticism universe that I'm building on. It might be a little confusing. Or do you think it doesn't matter? I'm thinking depending on the person, it doesn't matter. But another reason I've been thinking about just starting a new channel is, and calling it Adventures in Game Criticism rather than Noa Lee, is because I have what I'm going to call dead subscribers, a lot of quote-unquote dead subscribers on this channel. It seems like there's only around, you know, 200 people that actually, you know, according to YouTube analytics, that are subscribed to me, that actually watch my videos nowadays, and this has kind of been true for the last few years. I'm kind of the opinion that those Sonic videos I made years ago kind of screwed me over and gave me a whole bunch of Sonic fans that only care about Sonic videos, and I don't make Sonic videos anymore. So it's something I've been thinking about. I think it's one of the reasons that my videos don't perform very well, is because YouTube kind of like takes like you know, the opinions of your subscribers. Like if they're not watching, like why would anybody else watch? And I'm kind of at this point with like where I consider like my last episode of Adventures of Game Criticism to be my pilot episode, sort of thing. The video I'm working on now is the first true episode in that universe, and it does a lot to establish like the, oh, don't hit the chicken, does a lot to establish like the lore I'm building up, and give some context for like, you know, why I live in a spaceship in the woods suddenly. And then I'm also going to have more characters. Like it's going to explain, you know, I'm going to have my character Daisy the robot, or Daisy the gamebot, who I have in my comics, who I haven't formally introduced yet in video. I have my character Romani, who I also haven't formally introduced in any capacity, but had a video and a pilot episode for that as well. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm going to start a different YouTube channel, I should probably do it before my next video comes out, because after that, I kind of feel like I'll be set in my ways on this. So, I don't know. It's been on my mind for a while. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it, to get some feedback. I've been in talks with a couple people I trust their opinions on, and I've had basically some people saying it's probably a good idea, and other people saying no, it's probably a bad idea. So I don't know. What do you think? Sure, whatever you feel like. It's your vision. Okay, cool. I think you should start a new channel for stream highlights. I'd be willing to clip your streams for such an endeavor if I weren't so busy. Nice. Sure, start a new channel if you want. Okay. Only human in my universe. There's some comedy potential there at least. What do you mean you wouldn't eat the third burger? Call of Eddie sick. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I was thinking of. So I was thinking like a bit would be like if the main characters on the show all know I'm like a creature from a different universe, but like any side character would just like see me and be like, oh my god, alien, freak out sort of thing. I think that could lead to a lot of comedy potential. So yeah. Against Channel Awesome, full disclosure, I hate Channel Awesome. I've never liked their content. I've never liked Nostalgia Critic, but credit where credit's due. None of the allegations in that Change the Channel, like, cancel culture thing that was going on really seemed all that bad in comparison to, like, a lot of the other stuff. It was basically just, like, mismanagement, you know, and not, like, you know, the worst thing I can remember is, like, people talking about was, like, them having, like, you know, obviously there were a few people that were being creepy to, like, female employees, but that wasn't, like, Doug himself or, like, the other higher-ups. It was, like, people they had hired, so that seemed like a separate thing to me, but yeah. I don't know. It just seemed pretty tame compared to most cancel stuff, so I'm not surprised it didn't go anywhere. Finish my coffee here. Compartmentalization is good in general, and YouTube doesn't favor it aside from making separate channels. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing, is like, if I were to do that, it would kind of free me up to make more random stuff on this channel, or more off-the-cuff stuff. If that's what it would be, is if I were to, you know, start a whole new channel for my adventures and game criticism stuff, it would free me up to do, like, off-the-cuff videos on this channel, like, minimal effort, minimum editing, stuff like that, you know, stuff that you guys would be interested in watching because you're awesome and you like everything I produce because you're great and I love you all. But, you know, I wouldn't have to try so hard to, like, impress people. Not that that's my goal. My goal is to do cool and awesome shit for myself and then share it with people, ultimately. But I can't deny the fact that it is a little demoralizing when I put a month of blood, sweat, and tears into something and it only gets 100 views because there's so many people on my channel or subscribe to my channel that only care about Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. And I, as I've said a million times, I don't want to make Sonic the Hedgehog videos. It was something I just did for fun one summer, and unfortunately, it's come to define my channel. But at the same time, that's probably how a lot of you guys have found my channel too, and you know, and that's great. So I don't regret making those videos, and those are still some of my favorite videos that I ever made. But kind of screwed me over in the long run. I think I need to get the Pegasus boots next. I honestly don't remember where to go. Maybe I need to go to the forest and get the Master Sword. No, I can't do that yet. There was a creator that had a similar issue. He did a lot of Sonic mod showcases until he wanted to do something different. Since you're a small channel, doing another channel would not be a huge problem, especially if things did not go well with it and the content is so different from the old stuff. Alright. My internet flipped me over for a second. That bastard. But it does bring its own bunch of problems. Nowadays, people subscribe less and less to a channel and watch more of the video recommended on the front page. Doing another channel could be hard to bring people to. Yeah, so I kind of think that's for the best, though. So it doesn't seem like it because I have a lot of my old videos hidden, but I've had my YouTube channel now for like 12 years. Which is a long time. And I kind of think it's just, I kind of think it's just like, you know, got so much baggage on it from 12 years of me uploading random crap. You look like you might have an interesting destiny. Sure. Where must I go? So I kind of feel like it's just holding me back in a way. So yeah, you're right. It would, in one sense, it would... Oh, I missed the fortune. Oh, well. In one sense, you're right. It would be hard to, like, bring in people because people do, in fact, subscribe less frequently than they used to. But on the other hand, that's kind of a good thing because that means that if they're not going to subscribe to my channel, that means they're not interested in everything I make, which means they're only going to watch the stuff that's recommended to them in the first place. So it's actually going to be better for me as a creator if fewer people subscribe, because it kind of shows that the people that do subscribe are the ones I want to subscribe, if that makes sense. Whereas in the past, it was like, you know, I remember, like, you know, when YouTube first came out, I'd watch an amazing video and then I'd subscribe without, like, checking out anything else the creator did, and then I'd be disappointed if they didn't make any other videos like that. Where do I go? I don't actually remember where to go after this point. Talk to Jim and John here. A mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. Oh, God. Actually, I think, you know what? We're gonna... What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. We're gonna bounce to Sly Cooper, come to think of it, because I want to make sure we get to play that, because we've been talking that for weeks. And I'm mostly using that as an excuse, because I don't remember where to go. It's been too long since I played this game, apparently. But that's okay. I like you for more than Sonic. I discovered you from your ukulele review. Nice, that's a good one to get to, too. Thank you, buddy. Can relate. Got a lot of watchers who only watch me because of some adult lit I wrote years ago. Makes the all ages family friendly failures hit harder. Ah, man, I totally feel that. Yeah. You get typecast in a way. Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, like I said about, like, my my Super Mario Brothers 2 Adventures in Game Criticism video, the very first comment I got on that video that I had to date as the most work I've ever put into a single video was nobody cares about old Mario games, talk about Sonic Frontiers. That hurt a little. What am I playing? Sly Cooper. Is this, yeah, there we go. I did get Sly Cooper, right? Yes, I did. All right. I've never played this game either. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, Mitch Farr? How you doing, buddy? Never understood people subbing after one video. I don't anymore, but when I was younger, I did it constantly. But I also would routinely go through my subscriptions, like people I was subscribed to, and unsubscribe. You know, I actually do that like once a year. I go through all my, you know, every channel I'm subscribed to, and just, you know, oh, I don't watch this channel anymore. I don't watch this channel anymore, or, you know, or if I notice, like, you know, somebody starts uploading, somebody I've subscribed to starts uploading, like, you know, a string of like 5 videos that I haven't been into, like, I'll be like, okay, maybe they're going in a direction I'm not interested in anymore. And as a creator, nice, 4:20 a.m. I see what you did there, game. But you know, and as a creator on YouTube, I know that like dead subs are just bad news. So like, why wouldn't I unsubscribe from them? It only me sticking around just so they have an extra number added to their list only ends up harming them. Half the time I don't get notified when channels I'm sub to upload new videos. YouTube is broken. Yeah, and I know it kind of sucks on that, but you can't blame YouTube for... Can you read me?
Loud and very loud.
Loud and very loud. But you can't blame YouTube for going that way, because their metrics show that like the vast majority of people on YouTube, that's how they watch, is like they don't actually care about their subscriber, the people they're subscribed to all that much. They just watch whatever the algorithm feeds them. So you can't blame YouTube for putting more emphasis on that.
Just keep that engine running, Murray.
I'll be down in no time.
Oh god, the camera's backwards. Can I fix that? Camera. Bayucom. Look up. Cool. Can't. Camera. Speakers. Vibration. Center screen. Nope. Cool. Camera's backwards. I guess I'll just deal with it. Oop. Oh, that camera's gonna fuck me.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights? Really?
I love Sly Cooper. The game story. The game's story through all 3 games. Nice. People were conditioned by TikTok with their heavenly recommended. I should probably listen to that. Okay, thanks. Hold down circle near blue auras. Got it. That's how we do this. Super sneaky move. Now, these graphics hold up so well. Cell shaded, just like it's always such a treat. Thanks, buddy. Try hitting the square. See, why didn't? That's probably more important. Whoop. Whoop. Nice. Featuring the Fiendish 5. Sly Cooper is a great game. It is gorgeous. Gotta find the red door. There's 3 of these, right? I have never played any of them. Always been meaning to, though. I gotta say, Sly moves like butter. My god. Nice intro, too. Nice and filmic, cel-shaded, and probably inverted hull for the outlines. Inverted hull? Oop. I don't know what I did there, but it's a little jank. Okay. What is going on? What the fuck? That was a little jank. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button. I think that was the problem. Let's try that again. They care more about lip sync than Final Fantasy X. Oh, good old Final Fantasy X. There's a 4th one for PS3, but not many fans mention that one for some reason. Oh, kind of like Jack and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Like, nobody ever talks about that game. I think that's what it was called. The Lost Frontier. I killed the lasers. It's more accepting nowadays of channel creators doing their own thing, even if I don't watch, because it's their vision and their type of art they want to put out there. Yeah. It's not even being typecast, but more, write more of this. Don't feel like it. That stuff is soul crushing to write. Don't care. More of this. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I know. That was, so I actually, like, when my Sonic videos took off years ago, I was actually on a Discord, I was on Discord at the time. And I was in like a YouTube creators group. And I was talking with like some other gaming creators. Stashes all the important files. 937. Oh. I see. 9-3. Nice presentation. Dang, I like it. But anyway, I was on like a YouTube creators Discord thing, and I was chatting with like a few Sorry, they keep interrupting me. I don't want to like make the mistake of missing some important information here. Ooh, calling card. Nice. Anyway, I was on a YouTube creators thing, and there were a couple people I had been talking with for like 6 months up until that point, like on, you know, how to like grow on YouTube and, you know, get my stuff out there. And when my Sonic videos started taking off, I mentioned how there, you know, I got a lot of congratulations and stuff like that, because I got like 2,000 subscribers in like 2 weeks. It was nuts. And then it slowed down after that, but, you know, it was really fast. But so I got a lot of congratulations from these people. But then when I said I was working on a video on Bubsy, which was, I think, my next big video after all my Sonic videos were done, they said, well, that's fine and dandy, but make sure you keep making Sonic videos. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not making any more Sonic videos. And, like, you know, one guy was basically saying, like, no, no, you got all these subscribers for Sonic. You got to keep making Sonic videos. I'm like, well, that's not what my channel is all about. That was just a fun little thing I did. And he was absolutely right. Like, you know, I was, you know, thinking like, oh, it doesn't matter. People, you know, came to this for the Sonic stuff, but they're going to check out my other stuff as well. And, you know, and discover that I've been doing like, you know, this game criticism thing for like, up until that point, it was like 8 years prior to that, you know. Why would they think it was a Sonic the Hedgehog channel? Because, you know, I have all this other videos that I made years ago of just talking about random games and, you know, video game criticism as like an important, I don't know, vocation of some sort. But he was absolutely right. If I wanted to like make it big on YouTube, I should have kept making Sonic videos, but I didn't want to even back then. So that's kind of why I was leaning into like a different channel thing. Noa Lee of the past was a sweet summer child. Yes, absolutely.
Carmelita, I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very interesting.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our
Might snap you out.
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Oh, God. So the police in this universe are shoot first, ask questions later. Got it. It's a stun gun. She's not a very good shot. Nice. Raccoon? Carmelita Fox is apparently a famous furry dream girl. Of course she is. Along with the same lines of as Crystal from Star Fox, be warned. Nice. Ooh, I love these stylized cutscenes here.
I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus.
Ah, that's what the Thievius Raccoonus is.
Especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him.
The Fiendish Five.
Until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy...
Some development footage of a new Jet Set Radio got leaked, and I hope they're going to put effort into it like the Yakuza series, because I know Sega damn well. Did they really? Because, like, last week, weren't we talking about a Jet Set Radio comic that was actually an April Fool's Day joke? Really? New Jet Set Radio, huh? I mean, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk comes out this year, so I already considered that a new Jet Set game.
Steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
There's a second mesh around the main model with flip normals, so you're looking through it and seeing the black on the back, and totally not been trying to do that in Blender. Nope. Nice. Oh, okay, so you're saying that's why the camera can't be changed? I'm not quite sure how that works, but I know what you're talking about with like the black, getting the black outline around like the model. And the X button to select things. Okay. Jak and Daxter's Lost Frontiers was a PSP game ported to consoles. Yeah, I never actually heard of it until it came to PlayStation 2, but I did know that. To start mission, what do you got there, Bentley? Secret police file.
Once again,
Oh, that's just a... Oh, that's just a rewatch cutscenes. Okay. Yeah, I see. What's up, Murray? And the fox is a police girl? Really? Breaking the stereotype there. Usually they're villains. Nice. That's the problem with fan satisfaction. They come for what they want and not what you want. Yep. If people want to watch Sonic content, they go to Chow Mix or other Sonic creators. There are so many good alternatives out there. Yeah, and they should, because I am not a Sonic creator. Exactly. Mr. Strange Pal, how you doing? Hello, have you watched Nintendo's Italian Mickey Mouse movie? No, I haven't. I'll watch it eventually. It's not a high priority for me, though. I haven't heard anything about it one way or the other. Fungi was saying that it was pretty good, despite some pacing issues. I think it was Fungi that said that. Did you know this game was going to be teen rated, but it was toned down? For example, Murray was going to be gay, and Carmelita was going to shoot bullets instead of lightning, and there was mild profanity. No, they should have. God. Might have been a little on the nose, though, since he's pink. I'm just saying. Probably would have made the game better, honestly. Talking about Sonic, I have a similar issue on Twitter. I love drawing Sonic, but whenever I do something different or original, then it gets less likes. Yeah. Yeah, same. I also consider Bomb Rush Cyberpunk the new Jet Set Radio, but imagine having two cakes. If both end up being good, I am eating insanely good. Yeah, I am with you. I am with you on that. I would definitely take two new Jet Set Radio games.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study.
It's been too long.
Sir Raleigh the Frog.
I'd just take like a remaster of Jet Set Radio Future. That would be nice.
Life of luxury and privilege.
'Cause that's a great game.
He tried his hand at a bit of piracy.
That guy looks like a character from Rayman 2.
Became addicted to crime, was brought into the fiendish
Might just be the
tribe
hat,
as chief
though.
machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the island.
The
of
soggy
Yap,
coast.
A small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. Ooh, nice. I like how they're really leaning into like the I don't know, like the old detective comic style with this. This if nothing else, this game's got style. All right, well, thank you all for your input on the channel situation. I am very much leaning in towards creating a new channel called Adventures in Game Criticism. And I will certainly let you all know when that happens, if that happens. But I think that's what needs to happen, just because I think the stuff I'm making going forward is going to be so different. Even though it's all you know, still around video game criticism, so in my mind it's still the same, but I guess stylistically it's way different. But yeah.
Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
If you ever play any of the sequels, prepare for a different gameplay style. Oh, really? Oh, so this is kind of like Jak and Daxter, where like the sequels were different from the original? Yeah, I always thought this was... Maybe we just haven't gotten far enough in the game, but I always thought these were stealth games. This just seems more like your typical action 3D platformer of the time. Not that I'm complaining, but... Ah, that camera keeps fucking with me. It is the exact opposite of what I prefer. I've gotten my hands on Jet Set Radio Future, but I can't play it because every OG Xbox I have is broken or stopped working altogether. Damn, that sucks. I have the weird copy of Jet Set Radio Future where it was like a bundle with some like Sega racing game. So like on one, like you turn the copy one way and it's like the Sega racing game, and you turn it around on the backside and it's Jet Set Radio Future. It's a really weird bundle. How do I don't think I can climb ladders, but I thought there was stuff up there. There's absolutely stuff up there. The inverted hull thing shouldn't affect the camera, but it's why you can only see the outline at certain angles, why it clips in and out, like looking, like the look at either way. Yeah, I know what you're talking about there, but it doesn't, I didn't see the, yeah, there's definitely no way to change the camera unless it's under center screen now. Nope, they just want you to... Yeah, you can't even change the controls. You can only look at them. You just look at them. Okay. It's fine. I'll put up with that. Privito. No. Ah. Yeah, I never played Hover. I heard it was kind of shit, personally, but so I never checked it out. Is there... What am I missing? I feel like that was fucking with the game a little bit, but oh, there's a rope there. Maybe I can do that, or I could just... Okay, I'm not sure if that's what I was supposed to do, but... That bundle is expensive? Really? I got it for like 10 bucks at my retro store like years ago. Stupid retro game prices. That shouldn't be an expensive game. It's doofy as fuck. Yeah, no joke. I was disappointed because that was the only copy of Jet Set Radio Future they had. And I'm like, fine, I'll buy it. It's only 10 bucks. I didn't pay like anything for that. That would be hilarious if it's worth money. This kind of has a Spyro vibe to it, like the enemies, they just have like a similar animation style to them as Spyro. Also press circle near certain objects, like this. Like what certain objects? Crash 3 says hi, like, bro, they have too many vehicles. Slide 2 is sort of like GTA in that you have a hub world and you do side missions. Okay, so they literally went the Jak and Daxter route. Gotcha.
According to my amphibio positioning system,
Amphibio positioning system?
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the
Oh, I can adjust Sly with the camera controls.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
Bop, 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 bop.
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family. Probably get some
Oh, he's gonna steal the audio apparently. Yeah, just those enemies seem like they're straight out of Spyro. Well, guys, it's late. I'm hopping off and make something to eat before going to bed. See ya. Bye, Fungi. Thanks for coming out, bud. Good luck with your arting. Your colors, specifically. Boink, boink, boink. Might also need to pay attention to the Bano Kokum? What the fuck? And cutscenes, they will let you know what to do. Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention to the cutscenes a little bit, but you know me. They will let you know what to do. You can climb ladders and rope by pressing the circle button. Oh, okay, I missed that. Yeah, that one's on me. I don't just like watching cutscenes on stream, though, so I use this as my moment to talk. Oh, God. I'm going to get sucked down the drain there.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
And hit the circle button. Do you have any Rayman games? I think we have, I don't know. Should have the first one. We probably have Rayman 2. Should play Rayman 2. I love that game. I haven't played it in a long time. Camera. There we go. I'm going to say we probably have Rayman 1 and 2. Would be my guess. Probably more likely to have 2 because I have the full N64 library on here, but I have a smattering of PS1 games. I'm guessing these are checkpoints. Ooh. What happens if I go into the spotlight? Will I die? Guess we'll find out if I ever get hit by the spotlight. Maybe you can play 2. That's a good game. Yes. I don't think we had anything else. We'll play Sly for another 10 minutes, and then we'll finish up with some Rayman 2. That sounds fun, assuming I have it. Otherwise, we'll find something else to play. I am liking this, though. Well, I missed it. I'm sorry I wasn't listening. Let me go grab these coins I missed. I'm guessing that's what all the... Oh, you know what? Oh, I see what's going on here. Can I get up there? Ah, camera. Camera. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Sly. You have so much to give. Well, never mind. Nice. I do not have either Rayman Origins or Legends. Well, actually, I do have both of those games, but I have physical copies on my shelf downstairs, not on my Steam Deck for streaming purposes. Yeah, I'll come back. It's fine. Ooh, I got the big key. All right. Ah, there we go. That's how you get up here. Use the rope to get it up the lighthouses like I'm doing right now? Yep, I'll do it. Boing. Or fall into the thing? I'm guessing that key opens the thing. I apparently missed 5 of the things. Oh well. It's okay. We're just doing a taste test here. Prowling the grounds. Oh, I see. Oh, we're officially 2% through the game. Would you like a Sly 5? Well, considering this is the first time I've ever played Sly Cooper, I can't really call myself a fan quite yet. But, I mean, yeah, Sly 5 would be cool.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
That's where we'll find him.
But your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. It's Raleigh's blimp. You would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy the
Nice animations, to be honest. Doesn't even look outdated. Yeah, looks really good. Stylization does really help to keep things looking pretty. Yeah, goes a long ways.
When are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
It's your funeral. Perhaps it will be. What the? Oh. Nice. Yeah, this game holds up, man. L1? Oh.
That blimp looks.
Oh, that's just to repeat that. Okay. I understand. Boing. Oh, there we go. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Into the machine.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
That'll slam them shut. All right, let's do it. Bamf. Get dunked on. You too. I know say you prefer classic games more than modern ones. I would say maybe. I like all games. I just tend to I tend to stream classic games more because mostly for ease of use sake, but I don't know. I like them about the same, but yeah. There's just so many good classic games out there. It's hard not to prefer them sometimes. So, yeah, I guess that's true. Come to think of it. But I mean, I play modern games too, but my problem with modern games is I feel like I need to experience them for myself before I like stream them. I gotta hold the circle button. Right. Yep. Okay. Super sneaky thief moves. But I try to keep up with modern games too. Like I just finished Atomic Heart like a couple weeks ago. That was pretty good. I'm actually playing through actually talk about my eclectic taste here. I'm currently playing through Daggerfall for the 3rd time and playing through Demon Turf because I haven't played Demon Turf yet, which I'm quite liking that game, although it is deceptively hard. Like, holy shit, that game has been kicking my ass. I'm not sure how I feel about the when you land in water, you get like shot back up to where you fell from thing. Kind of feels a little janky. Off topic, but how do you feel about tomboys? Tomboys are cool. I'm up for whatever people like are into. I remember when I was a kid though, like I always thought like girls that were a little boyish were like the coolest. But I don't know, I always had like a lot of I've said this before, but like all my friends when I was like in elementary school were girls, pretty much. But I was also like, you know, the gamer person, and and you know, I come from the era when it wasn't too common for girls to play video games, you know, because they were so heavily marketed to boys. So anytime I had like a friend who was like, you know, a tom girl, she'd be the one that would be into video games. And so by default, she was cool as fuck. Can I not grab that thing? Oh. There's just a bottle dangling here. Oh, I have to hit it. Okay. That's a little jank. Modern games can let you watch a cutscene half the game. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's like, I am enjoying this game, but I kind of don't like streaming games like this because they're so cutscene heavy. You know, like kind of like Romello was saying, like, you know, you have to pay attention to the cutscenes and in order to understand what's going on, and he's right, you do. But I also like part of streaming is like, you know, having conversations and stuff, and cutscenes kind of make that hard. But at the same time, like, you know, I probably wouldn't have gotten around to checking this out if we weren't streaming either. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But yeah, I feel like modern games are a little better with the cutscenes. Maybe not like AAA games, but like modern indie games and mid-tier, or not mid-tier, AA games are a lot better with cutscenes than they used to be. But like this generation of games in particular was so cutscene heavy. It was ridiculous. Bouncy. Bouncy. That's kind of a neat mechanic. Boing. Just keep bouncing. Just keep bouncing. Is that a 1-up or something? This game has lives? Or is that something else? Oh yeah, the horseshoes are hit points, so be careful with those. Oh, that's what those are. I just assumed I had like one hit before I died. You can hit bottles with your cane too. Ah, now you tell me. This was also such a common trope from this era, this like having like a spinning propeller or blade of death room like this. Oh, crap. Get up there. Nope, he's dead. And yes, this game has lives. Oh, shit. Sometimes I don't like cutscene heavy games because I mostly want to do something fun. The game itself, not watch a movie or a show. I'm right there with you. I wouldn't say I'm anti-cutscene, but I tend to check out if a game has too many cutscenes. And by too many cutscenes, I mean if your cutscene lasts more than like a minute, I'm usually checked out at that point. Because I kind of feel like the game hasn't yet convinced me that it's worth giving a damn about the characters or the story yet. So it's different if it's like a game that like I've played previously and I already know it's a good game and I already care about the characters from like, you know, their interactions and, you know, in the game and stuff like that. In that case, like going back, I'll watch a game, or I'll watch cutscenes, or I'll enjoy the cutscenes, I should say. I always watch the cutscenes, unless it's a game I played a million times, then I'll skip the crap out of them. But yeah, overall, not a fan of cutscenes as like a storytelling mechanic in a game. I kind of feel like it's a lazy cop-out for people that really wanted to make movies, but, you know, were kind of failed filmmakers and ended up in the game industry instead. It's kind of how cutscene-heavy games always felt to me. Like Hideo Kojima, who I respect the hell out of, but I do not like any of his work, so... I think we're gonna bounce anyway. I'm enjoying this game, but I think this is the kind of game that I need to sit down and play for myself and focus up on to properly enjoy. Not bad though. Makes me intrigued and I want to play more. All right, what time is it? We are going to turn on some Rayman 2, assuming I have it, which I think I do. Let's find out. In this game, what about The Last of Us? Do you like it? What's your opinion on it? Okay. The Last of Us is an interesting one. I think they should have not made a game out of it originally. It should have been a TV show from the get-go, because the things I like about The Last of Us are the story and the characters, and the world building. But the game itself is just the most boring, bland, and tedious game I've ever played. I really hate The Last of Us as a game. I want to like the characters more, but that's a perfect example of a game that I forced myself to play because everybody... Where am I going? Super Nintendo. Not Super Nintendo. N64. That's what I'm looking for. Last of Us and the first Uncharted game are two perfect examples of games that I forced myself to play because everybody said they were so good, and you know, they were getting like a whole bunch of awards and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta see what the fuss is all about. But they were both just so boring from a gameplay perspective. Everything enjoyable about those games came in the cutscenes, so it's like, why did you even make it a game? Like, just make a movie or a TV show or something like that. I'd enjoy it a lot more. Hot take on The Last of Us? Is that really? Like, honestly, fuck that game. That's a hot take, because it shouldn't have been a game. It's just not a good game. It's not a good game. It's a good story. Let's put it that way. Good story, bad game. There we go. Yeah, but Live Coil, do you actually like the gameplay, though? Because I just don't understand, like, the appeal of the gameplay at all. It was so basic. Maybe I'm missing something, but we're gonna play as the classic character. Oh, I know they made a Last of Us TV show. I'm saying, like, they should have done that from the start. They shouldn't have made it a game first. They should just went straight into the TV show aspect. And, you know, now I'm not interested in The Last of Us as a TV show because this is, like, you know, the same, like, same figureheads that, like, messed up Game of Thrones. So, like, I have no faith in them to be able to stick the landing with the show. So, yeah. Did you know that the first Rayman was going to be about a 10-year-old boy who got sucked into his virtual computer world called Hereticool to defeat a virus infecting it? No, I didn't. I did know that it was going to be on the Super Nintendo originally and that a prototype exists for the Super Nintendo, but I did not know that. The first cutscene in Rayman 2 is one of the only cutscenes. Don't worry. Oh, I know. I played this game a bunch when I was a kid, so yeah. I would say it's one of the only cutscenes. There's actually quite a few cutscenes in this game, but they're spread out pretty far. Oh, man. I played the crap out of this game when I was a kid. This is actually my first introduction to Rayman. I never played I hadn't played the first game or did not play the first game until many years later. Yeah, you like the gameplay. Okay. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I like the emphasis on stealth. Yeah, see, that's kind of why I don't like it, because I feel like it's not a very good stealth game, but... Well, actually, the better way to put it would be, I feel that they wanted a stealth game, but they also wanted an action game, and they kind of didn't realize that those two don't go together very well. That you can have action segments in a stealth game, and stealth segments in an action game make it work, but you can't do like a 50-50 split, because they just don't mesh, so... I don't know, I felt like the stealth was pretty watered down, and I felt like the combat was pretty watered down, so it kind of didn't satisfy me on either front. Okay, so who prefers the fake gibberish voices for Rayman in this game, or do you like the fully voiced characters from Rayman 3 where John Leguizamo voices Glowbox? Because I greatly prefer the like pseudo French gibberish here. Nope, where's the attack button? Dun, 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 dun. Man, even as a kid, I thought this game looked fantastic graphically, and it still holds up. This is one of the best looking N64 games. I know people swear by the Dreamcast version of this game, but I don't know. I always preferred the N64 version just because that's what I grew up playing. And they're really not that different. You know, the Dreamcast version has, you know, some higher res textures. But then you gotta play with another hot take, the awful Dreamcast controller. I hate the Dreamcast controller, it's terrible. But then again, that 64 controller is pretty bad too, but I grew up with it, so I guess it's fine. So to quote the Nostalgia Critic, this is a horrible game, but makes for a good movie. Yeah, that's how I'd describe The Last of Us and Uncharted. Both of them. Did they ever end up making a Uncharted movie? I know they were talking about it for a long time. It's not too cutscene heavy. The first Rayman game is brutally hard. The first Rayman game is just insanely brutal, yeah. The gibberish voice of Rayman is very charming. Yeah. Razor beard. Razor beard. Oh shit, I never considered that. Damn. Sounds a bit contradictory, like Frostfire. And personally, I like gibberish too, which is basically French with extra steps. Yes. I know, there's like some words in there that sound like they could be French, which makes sense because this is like, you know, an Ubisoft game. But it's very clearly not French. It's gibberish with some like French mannerisms thrown in there. Boop, boop, doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Dialogue in Rayman 3 is both funny and sometimes a little cringy, but I like it. I have not played Rayman 3 probably since it came out, honestly. I played the crap out of that game when it first came out, but then I don't think I've touched it since, except I think I had to play it for like 10 minutes to get gameplay for it, because I referenced it at one point. Might have to replay that one. I do remember really liking that game. There's just like a... I don't know, Rayman has like such an interesting like aesthetic to it that I can't really describe. It's kind of like a dark fairy tale aesthetic, but it's also kind of like lighthearted and cutesy at the same time. And they balance it so well. The PC is the best way to play Rayman 2, in my opinion. I haven't played it on PC. I always hear people say that the Dreamcast version is like the definitive Rayman 2. And I think it's just because it's got higher res textures. And it also outputs to... has like the VGA output capabilities of the Dreamcast. I like the Dreamcast controller only because its D-pad and analog stick are trash. Makes Resident Evil Code Veronica unplayable. Yeah, I hate that thumbstick. So the D-pad's also really bad, but that thumbstick in particular, like the only game I feel plays well on the Dreamcast is Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi, I don't know, for whatever reason, plays fantastic on that clunky-ass controller, but every other game I feel controls like ass. I hate this game. Really loved it when I played it as a kid, but I played it saving on my N64 controller save pack and dropped my controller once and my save disappeared at the last boss. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that could put a bad taste in your mouth. I don't actually know if I ever beat this game. I remember getting stuck at the final boss for a long-ass time, and I do not remember if I ever beat it. I'm kind of thinking I didn't. So I may have never actually beaten this game. Definitely have fought the final boss several times, but I just remember getting my ass kicked a million times. Yeah, I really like this game too, but I played through it probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I remember there being a lot of bullshit moments in this game. But you know, that's to be expected from games from this era. But I didn't remember them at the time. I love they just keep taking the crown off each other. Me.
Stop! Now what's booty you? Oh, yeah, it's you!
Do you know where she is? And then he's like, ah, fine. He's the king. I like the dialogue in this game because it sounds like the Minions, seeing that the same studio made Raving Rabbits. Yeah. Yeah, freaking Rabbids was like a weird thing. It's just like, I don't know, it's like if the Minions from Despicable Me never became a thing, I wonder if the Rayman Rabbids would still be like a thing, because... Uh-oh, emulation took a shit there for a second. 'Cause I don't know, for a while there, it was like, you couldn't get away from Rabbids. Oh, I need 5 lumps, right? I'm missing one. I read that too, and then it didn't register. Final boss was very hard. It's a bit cheap, though. Yeah, that was a very cheap. Like, you have to keep riding that missile, and, like, if you run into anything, you die. Like, ugh. That was a pain in the ass. Any section in this game where you have to, like, ride one of those missiles with the legs is kind of it's pretty cheap. There's that lump. Yahoo! Like the search engine that everybody still uses. Totally. Yep, messed that up. The Rabbids who killed the Rayman series? Yeah, pretty much. At least until Origins and Legends came out and revitalized the series a little bit. I hate the fact that this game was constantly ported to nearly every console, even the 3DS for some reason. Yeah, I had the... Did they port it to the 3DS as well, or just the DS? I had the DS version, and I played through that a lot. But yes, you're right. For some reason, they just ported this game to everything. I have 5 lums. Real talk, you're not a true gamer if you haven't beaten this game collecting all 1,000 lums. That's how you know you're the shit. I've never done that. That's insane. Again, I don't even think I've ever actually beaten this game, come to think of it. What's up, Stipke? I need someone to relate to right now. Should defo play Conker's Bad Fur Day. I would, but stream ends in 10 minutes, so... My bad, dude. Perhaps next time. We did play Conkers on stream a long time, or a few months ago. I am in the Hall of Doors now. 3DS, it was named Rayman 3D. It was confused. Okay, I gotta look this up because it had to have been on the regular DS too, because I had it when I was in high school. Rayman DS. Yes, okay. So it was on they re-released it on the DS and the 3DS. I was gonna say, because I was in high school and the 3DS didn't come out until after I graduated. So Rayman DS is Rayman 2 on the Nintendo DS. And then what'd they call the 3DS? It was just Rayman 3D. Yes. Oh my god, it's the same freaking game. Yep, that's exactly what they did. Wow. Didn't know that. I didn't know it was on 3DS. I have the DS version. Yeah, you're not a real gamer until you do that and collect all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. Hello, hi Tanish, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, I didn't even check the time about. Snuck off into the corner on me. Ah, that's alright. We'll see if the stream will end. I will see you next week or later. Bye. I'm gonna do one more level on Rayman here, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So, but yeah, so bye, Romello. Thanks for coming out, buddy. We'll see you next time. I do have the time, right? Yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. Okay. I'm like, well, I'm not like an hour early, am I? Okay. Boop it doop doop boop. Yeah, I had to make sure that I wasn't having false memories about this being on the DS, because I'm like, I swear I played this on my DS in high school. And I did. They were just re-released the same imagine like not knowing that and buying Rayman DS and getting this game and then be like, oh, okay, it's Rayman 2. Gotcha. That's okay. I have a portable version of Rayman 2 now. And then you get Rayman 3D for the DS and the 3DS. And one would think it would be the third game, but it's not. It's the second game again. Wow. That is some Ubisoft levels of greed right there. And like when I was looking it up, like the box art was wildly different too, so it kind of seemed like it was a sequel to Rayman DS. Oh, crap. Nearly midnight on this end of the world. It's Easter, so maybe I won't turn into a pumpkin this time. Good luck with that. Yeah, it's not Halloween. You won't turn into a pumpkin just yet. Well, I just spilled my popcorn all over the floor. The stream will be over by the time I clean up. Bye-bye, amigos. Bye-bye, dude. Talk to you later. This game was Ubisoft's Skyrim or Resident Evil 4, re-releasing it on everything. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why, like... Yeah, and it's really weird. Rayman's kind of weird to me, because... Hurry up, Rayman, we want our daddy back. Giggity. Rayman's kind of weird to me, because he was simultaneously popular, but also kind of unknown at the same time. Like, Rayman games usually sold pretty well, but then, like... You mention Rayman to people, and usually people are familiar with Rayman, but they're like, oh, I've never played Rayman. It's like, well, then who's buying these games? Because they sell, like, as well as, like... Or they used to sell as well as, like, you know, a third-party game on, like, the N64 or something like that. But it just kind of seems like not many people have played Rayman. Even though the sales figures would lead me to believe otherwise. I don't know, for a while he was like kind of considered Ubisoft's mascot in a way. This game has been in more consoles than... This game has been on more consoles than any other game? That can't be true. Maybe it is. God, that'd be interesting. I feel like I missed something down there. Oh well. Fuck it. Oh yeah, and then we got the hopping fish here. I don't know whether eating it off the floor is a viable option right now or not. It depends on how clean your floor is. I don't vacuum very often at my house, so I probably wouldn't eat popcorn off the floor. But if you vacuum regularly or sweep regularly, you'd probably be fine. Or it depends on how much butter you have on it. I mean, if you put a lot of butter on your popcorn, then, you know, there's that. Resident Evil 4 has been ported to more consoles than any other. You want to play the remake when it drops in price. Seems like everybody likes that Resident Evil 4 remake right now, correct? It seems to be getting a lot of positive attention. Also, for some reason, YouTube keeps recommending me this one channel where the guy has like a mod where Leon has, I think Leon's the guy's name. I don't know. Haven't played it in a long time. Has like cat ears, and what's her name is in like a Dark Souls suit of armor or whatever. I don't know why YouTube keeps recommending those to me, because like I don't watch anything Resident Evil related ever. Whoop. 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 Where's that bomb? Oh. Rayman got popular in the first 3 games, but Ubisoft got busy making other franchises and kind of abandoned the series. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like, is that they didn't stop making Rayman games because he wasn't popular or his games weren't selling, but that like the Tom Clancy type stuff and other Ubisoft properties like Assassin's Creed were taking off instead, so they focused all their efforts on that. Which is a shame. And I suppose it kind of makes sense with how the trends were at the time. I forgot, there we go. With how the trends were at the time, where like, you know, cartoony games were kind of falling by the wayside and not doing so hot. Or at least that's what how companies perceived them. They always sold pretty well. But like everybody wanted like a super realistic, like gray and brown military first-person shooter or a cool Assassin's Creed type thing. Gotta be all grim in it. Oh, and also Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia was another reason that Rayman kind of died. Because they really leaned hard into that after Sands of Time was a surprising success. I don't think anybody expected Sands of Time to become like the massive hit that it was. So the Mario movie is getting okay reviews. Don't know what everyone expected. This is the first I'm hearing about it actually getting reviews, so just getting like middling reviews, huh? That doesn't surprise me. That's what I was saying all along. That's what it looked like, is it was going to be middle of the road, play it safe family movie. Boing. Oop. Oop. Boing. There we go. Correct, which is really surprising. 4 didn't need a remake, and yeah, Leanne is the protagonist of that game. The chick is named Ashley. Ashley, yes. They should have ported that Black Tiger game from the PS4 to the Nintendo DS. Black Tiger game? Most ported game, Sonic Adventure 7. The world of wonderful bootlegs. Boop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop. Well, good night, everyone. It's midnight on this end of the world. No weird effects yet to be confused rabbit noises. Yeah, I'm about to hop off here, too, myself. Bye, Righty Wiz. See you next time. Now I think Ubisoft can benefit from porting Rayman 2 to modern consoles again. I want the series to come back and not with rabbits. Yeah, I would like another 3D Rayman game. Like, nothing against, Origins or Rayman Legends. Those were good games, but I quite prefer the 3D style Rayman to the 2D. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there's Lee the fairy. Or Lie. Critic don't like it because it's a safe children's movie, fan of the games, and gamers say it's enjoyable G movie and they like it. Yeah, that was my prediction all along, was it was just gonna be typical family movie. So, doesn't really surprise me any. Boop, boop. I always thought this was a fun little mini game here. You gotta throw the thing in the air so you can do that. I love the way Sonic 3D Blast 5 came with free eardrum ruptures. Is that a real bootleg? Sonic 3D Blast 5? I want to play that. I'm quite partial to Super Mario Brothers 8 myself. I fucked up. Speaking of ear rape, the audio crackling, crack-a-lacking. Yep, wrong button. No, go away. Oh yeah, it's real. Of the Game Boy best anime opening I've heard. Nice. I wonder what game it's based on, because like all of those bootlegs are usually like I want to say that Super Mario Brothers 8 or whatever, I think that's what it is literally just Mario and Mr. Nuts. Like they just swap Mr. Nuts sprite for Mario. So I wonder what game Sonic 3D Blast 5 is. I think Sonic movie looks more interesting as movie than the Mario movie, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy the Sonic movie. I'll probably never watch it again because I don't think it was like fantastic or anything, but it was a lot better than I was expecting. Ah, the energy core to 1,000 looms, or probably looms, because I think it's based on like the light thing, whatever. Still found it weird this game decided for Rayman to throw magic balls instead of having him punch. Yeah, it's a little weird. I never actually considered that now you mention it, because I remember like when the third game came out, like it's very clear he's like throwing his fists. So I was like, oh, that's what was going on in the second game. He's throwing his fist, because this was the first Rayman game I ever played, so I didn't know anything about him throwing his fists in the first game. Oh shit! This fairy can give Rayman powers. Why don't she use them herself to save the world? I don't know, man. I don't know. Aiden, how you doing? Hey, Noah, I finally made it to a stream. Woo! I'm just about to end the stream too. I appreciate it. You come out though. How you doing, Aiden? Sorry, we're gonna end the stream here in like 5 seconds. I'm gonna finish this level first, though. Yahoo! Yahoo! I think Yahoo, the website, still exists, but does anybody use it? Somebody must. Boink. Boink. Yeah. Oh, he's throwing his fists. I get it now. Yeah, that was my reaction. But yeah, you're right. He totally throws like magic balls in this. Oh crap, time zones got me again. Yeah, time zones are a bitch and a half. Also, this level's long as fuck. Kinda forgot how long this the levels can be in this game sometimes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna go get that dude. I'm okay. I've had a blocked nose the last couple of days, not sick or anything, so I'm all good. That sucks. But I'm glad you're doing okay at the very least. The Yahoo browser exists as far as I do. Never use it. I used to use that all the time when I was, you know, in the early internet days. I was one of the holdouts that was on Yahoo far longer than I should have been before everybody switched to Google. Ah, yes. Yeah, we Aussies are the in the future being 16 hours ahead. Yeah, I know. Japanese people use Yahoo a lot, huh? Yahoo Auction instead of eBay. Really? I'm learning something. So Japan is keeping Yahoo alive from the sound of it. Neat. This Rayman 2? Yep, this is. Gotta pick up the proper version. I only have the 3DS version. It's on PS2, right? Is it on PS2? I don't know. It probably is. We were talking earlier about how it's on everything. And then somebody said it's on 3DS, and I'm like, no, it's on DS, because I had it in high school. They're like, no, it's on 3DS, and then I looked it up. It's on both. DS and 3DS. Oh, crap. I don't like how the camera swings, like, if you... Oh, I missed a... Not that it matters, but... I missed a lum there. I used Internet Explorer on my Windows XP's days as a child. I heard Mario uses Yahoo. Wait, was there an actual Yahoo browser? I'm just familiar with the search engine. That would not surprise me. There were a lot of internet browsers back in the day. Ugh, also Internet Explorer. Ugh. I never liked Internet Explorer. Somebody, whoever maintained the computers at my school was smart, because every computer had Firefox on it. And so I've kind of been a Firefox user for like 20 years now, and that's what I stick to. I'm very privacy and focused when it comes to internet stuff, so that's why I stick to Firefox, and that's why I don't use Chrome, because fuck that shit. Google already knows enough about everybody. Me included. It's on PS1, PS2, Dreamcast, N64, DS, and 3DS. Dreamcast 1 is the best version. I have heard that from so many people. What? Yeah, Rayman 2 has a PS2 port. It's like a remake with a hub world. Really? That's bizarre. I didn't know that. I love that dance they do to activate the portal. I'm glad Internet Explorer died. Firefox is good if you mod it, apparently, but I'll just stick to Google Chrome. Ah, you just like having your information stolen from Google, I see. What do you mean it's good if you mod it? I don't know. You mean like the extensions? I guess I do have a lot of Firefox extensions, but I don't really consider that modding. All right. I don't know. I always liked Firefox. It seemed good. I have a version of Chromium, which is the open source version of Google Chrome, that I use occasionally. Like if I can't get something to work on Firefox for whatever reason, which is rare. But, I mean, it does happen, but that's kind of true of any web browser. I'm still hoping to get a Dreamcast one day. Nice. Yeah, that's what I meant. Browser, search engine, same thing in Australia. Well, my family it is. I'm using Firefox mostly these days, too, because Chrome tends to give me trouble. And it steals your data. Opera GX is actually really good despite the terrible gamer ads. It actually does use a lot of resources. Yeah, my friend Matt, who's on the stream occasionally, he is Opera fan. I don't know if he uses GX, but I know he's been all about Opera for years. I've used Opera before and I like it, but it's very bloated. It just seems so much slower to me than Firefox is, and it just has way more features that I need, and from the looks of it, Opera GX is even worse. Like, I don't know. I suppose it depends on what you like in your browser. I like the simplicity of Firefox and the fact that it just kind of, gets out of my way and, doesn't bang me over the head with my wanting to know my location like Google Chrome does, or like sign in with your Google account or something like that, or just steal my data and send it to Google anyway. Touche, Noah. I mean, if you like having your data stolen from you, Google Chrome's a great option. Oh yeah. We were playing the N64 version of Rayman 2. But yeah, that's the only version I ever really played. I have the Dreamcast version too, and I've played it, but I was saying earlier, I can't stand the Dreamcast controller, so I tend to prefer this version. As long as Microsoft doesn't check my browser history, just kidding. Nice. Oh, that was a nice stream. Oh, thank you, Mr. Stranger Pale. Yep, hope you see you soon. Yep, you guys will see me next week. All right, thank you all for the wonderful stream and the wonderful laughs as always. And I'm probably going to get my pajamas on and go play some more Demon Turf, because that's what I played today. So I'll see you all next week. Okay, bye!